Hello, hello, hello. Welcome back, guys. How are you all? I hope that everything is cool. By the way, after a long weekend, I'm here again to disturb you. Let me know if everything is okay. Quick audio check. That means you can hear me or not. And how are you all? Just let me know that. Nothing's good. Look, good evening, brother. Good morning. Okay, all good. Thank you. All good. Thank you. Hi, brother. Hi, all. Hey, Ravi. So, how was your weekend, guys? I mean, was that good? What did you do in your weekend? I didn't open my chart, to be honest. I just opened my chart yesterday's night just to upload a video. Oh, by the way, before starting this stream, I'll talk about that later. First, I need to talk about the price section. I mean, about the London session. Dimmer, all good. Thank you, brother. So it was a nice weekend. I hope so. I'll wait a little bit. I hope that someone will join within 2 to 3 minutes. So I will wait until 4 minutes. That means 8:50 I'm going to start the stream. Okay, until then I'll just wait and talk to you guys because it's after the weekend. Too bad, brother, suffering from fever. Okay, Sachin, I'm really sorry to hear that, brother. I hope that you will get well soon, brother. Just take the medicine and make sure that you're not going to catch the cold again. Okay, I'm from India, bro. No, I'm not from India. I'm from Bangladesh, brother. Hey, bro, how are you? I'm absolutely fine, man. Thanks for asking, Bunny. How are you, brother? Okay. Uh, just a little bit. Okay, just 3 more minutes. Then I will start to talk about the learning session because I want more people here, little more people, so that I don't need to, I mean, repeat that part again. That's why I'm just waiting until 8:50. Just let's talk. By the way, guys, don't forget to give me the thumbs up. If you are new, don't forget to subscribe to my channel. But don't just forget to give me the thumbs up. It's the most important part. Okay, I'm fine, bro. Thank you for knowing that. But the Bangladesh I went there to play. What do you play, brother? Football or cricket? Seven, thanks for that penguin man. Thank you so much. Hey Tony, thanks for that like man. Thank you so much. Okay. I don't see any new names except Karthik. Karthik vlogs. So everyone else I remember you are with me for so long. So Karthik, I guess Karthik is new to over here. If you are new Karthik, then welcome brother. Welcome to the wizard world. Thank you, Halili Abdullah, for that penguin man. We cannot see the subs anymore, T2. Okay, I will talk about that later. Yeah, I will add them. Currently, EMSNP and MES SMT. Okay, I'm not talking about the SMT. Are you planning to create a Discord? Yep, I'm planning. I'm planning. Okay, I'm planning because I'm unable to give all of you answer to my Twitter. Now it is too much. Okay, too much. Too many people are asking me this question. I'm unable to explain, I mean, answer all of them. So some of you maybe didn't get the answer and you can think that brother is ignoring you. I'm actually not ignoring you, but it's nearly, I mean, impossible for me to reply all of you. So I will make a Discord so that you guys can discuss each other because some of you are asking some silly question and they, I mean, other people can give you the reply. So that will be better for me. Okay, I'm really unable to do that. By the way, uh, yeah, I think end of this week I will start to provide you the Discord group so that you guys will be able to discuss each other and maybe I will be there and I will as I stopped over tweeting in my Twitter, so I will disturb you in over there in Discord. Okay, obviously that's gonna be free, so don't think that it's you have to, I mean, there is any cost. No, there is no cost. Yeah, I'll make that. ভাই আপনি কি ঢাকাতে বুট ক্যাম্প করতে পারেন পরদেশি? Okay, guys, thank you so much for joining. As I can see, there are about 116 people are over here. Just make sure that all of you has given me the likes. Let's talk about the London session. Now, some of you has made this so complicated. The London session. Look over here. This is my chart. If I'm not a London guy, but if I want to trade the London, then I will trade like this way. My chart will be absolutely clean like this, nothing over here, nothing at all. Okay, it will be something very clear. If you would love to use some other concept over here in London session, you can obviously use that. Just don't let me know that, because I'm not a London guy. I'm not interested to talk about any other price action except the thing I discovered by myself, just because of the people who lives in Australia. Because London session is gonna be beautiful area to trade for the Australian people. The London, I mean the New York session is actually the midnight for them. So over here, if you would love to trade the London session, and if you want to use the concept which I keep telling, 95% of the time London is going to make the liquidity, then your chart should be like this, very clean, nothing at all, no new week opening gap, new day opening gap, fair value gap, just nothing except this clean 15-minute clean chart. Then you will come here in front of your chart just before 2 a.m. New York local time. Sorry, yeah, exactly 2 a.m. So let me mark it. This is that 2 a.m. New York local time. You will come here just in front of your chart little before 2 a.m. So it can be 1:45, it can be 1, it can be 12, whenever you want to come, but just make sure that you came in front of your chart just before 2 a.m. When you are here, you will start to look for the liquidity around 1 a.m. New York local time. So exactly from 1 a.m. you will start to see that did market make any kind of liquidity. So this is that candle which has appeared on your chart around 1 a.m. Now this candle didn't make any kind of liquidity, not the buy side liquidity, not the sell side liquidity. You are not going to force the market. If it is clear to you, we'll go for that. If it is not clear to you, don't go for that. Then as you can see, market was falling, right? Market was falling. So when it is falling, you will start to mark every swing low, because market is going to fall. Remember, this is the way I am interested. I'm only interested to trade the London session. Except this thing, nothing at all. When market is falling, I will start to mark every kind of swing low. So over here, I have a swing low here, I have a swing low here, I have a swing low there, and I have a swing low here. As you can see, market never came until that area inside the kill zone. That means 2 a.m. to 5 a.m. in that kill zone. Market never came around that area. So I'm not going to mark this low, but except this low, I will just mark this 3 low. Around 1 a.m. market came here. No entry is valid until 2 a.m. So if you would love to push your button, that means there is any kind of setup, you want to push your button, you have to wait until 2 a.m. New York local time. Before 2 a.m. no pushing button is valid. So it has made this sell side liquidity, but around 2 a.m. market started to fall again, right? It came here. When I'll be in 1 minute chart, you will see that there was no setup. When market is making the sell side liquidity, what you are looking for? Buy side liquidity. So are you going to look for any kind of buy side liquidity from 15-minute chart? No. You don't need to mark any kind of liquidity. There is any liquidity, I don't care. I just don't need any kind of liquidity above the market. If it is making the sell side liquidity, I will look for buy. Do I have the buy side liquidity? I don't care. I will just look for buy randomly. 95% of the time you will get profitable by this concept. I promise you, brother. Do it. Do the back test and then come back to me and tell me no, it is not working. Then finally market came very near to this low, very near to this low. So I'm going to remove this low and that low, as market was just falling from 15-minute chart. Now here two type of things can happen. First, it can come very near to this low. If it is not very near to this low, instead very distance, okay, for example, it is something like this, the next low is over here, this is not relatively equal lows. As I told you, you always go for something clear. If you are confused, is that relatively equal lows, don't go for the trade. Very simple. If you are convinced that no, this low is very near to that low, perfect, it is your sell side liquidity, perfect. Now when it can sometimes take that low by weak, body can't go below that low. If you see a body closed below this low, it is not my relatively equal lows. Weak can go little lower of that, okay, little lower of that. In that type of situation, you don't need to look for another swing low for marking your market structure. Relatively equal lows or sell side liquidity. But if you see a body close below that low, then market started to go higher, I don't care anymore, because market didn't make the sell side liquidity. If you see body close, then you will start to mark another swing low. Can market reach until that swing low to make the relatively equal lows? Now, here can be already relatively equal lows. For example, you can see this low and that low. They were relatively equal lows. Then finally market came here and made another low, okay, near that relatively equal lows. It is also valid because this is just liquidity. Market has made that sell side liquidity much more stronger. There is nothing wrong with that. Whatever I'm telling you over here, this is just, unbreakable. You can't add anything over here. You can't just skip anything from here. You wanna trade the London session by this concept, just follow everything I'm telling here. Nothing else. I'm not going to accept anything else. So you will say me that, brother, this is a macro, I don't care. There is a fair value gap, I don't care. There is a buy side liquidity, I don't care. New week opening gap, nothing. But new week opening gap is going to help you, or new day opening gap is going to help you. Let me just explain this one. So when market has made this relatively equal lows, your job is done. Is that relatively equal lows has made that in the time frame between 1 a.m. to 6 a.m. In that time frame, did that liquidity has made in that time frame? You can see this low has made around 230. So it has made this low around 230. So it is in that time frame. So in longer time frame from 1 to 6, I am just looking for relatively equal lows or relatively equal highs. When I got this relatively equal lows, what I should look for? Buy. Now, if I would love to look for buy, just this sell side liquidity is not enough. What else do I need? I need a higher time frame PDR. That means point of interest or anything. You can see this is the 15-minute chart. Market has taken, my higher time frame is always 15-minute chart. Sometimes I use the hourly chart, but make sure, you always try to use the 15-minute chart. If you don't see anything from 15-minute chart, it's okay. Just leave that session. No need to trade in that session. Wait for the next day. You can see market has taken the liquidity, market structure shift, fair value gap. Price has traded the fair value gap. Where is your lowest down close body close candle? This is your lowest down close body close candle. Mark the open, extend it to your right. You will see that it has traded this perfect order block. Now maybe you don't know how to mark the order block. Maybe there is a breaker block. You don't know how to make that mark that breaker block. Don't take the entry. If you are confused, don't trade over there. But what should you look for? Just look for some kind of 15-minute fair value gap. It can be any kind of 15-minute fair value gap, any kind of 15-minute fair value gap. If you are confused about order block, breaker block, inversion fair value gap, or anything, if you are confused, don't force the market. Instead, wait for just a 15-minute bullish fair value gap if you are looking for buy. For example, you don't have anything from 50-minute chart or hourly chart, but you have the new week opening gap or the new day opening gap, which is actually valid. That new week opening gap is not older than 5 weeks, or that new day opening gap is not older than 5 days. In that type of situation, obviously you can use that as your higher time frame point of interest. This is the area where you just need the new week opening gap, new day opening gap, or new week opening gap, or the 15-minute fair value gap, or anything else. So you got something around that area. I am just going to use that order block because I really don't know is there any new week opening gap or new day opening gap or not. Okay, I really don't know. I can see this clean order block over there. I'm just going to mark that order block, and I can see this low has traded that order block. Now here is one more. I really don't go. I don't know how can you find out a lot of this type of question. One of you asked me, brother, if this low and that low has made the relatively equal lows. Now this low has traded the fair value gap, but this low didn't trade any fair value gap or higher time frame PDRA. Again, this low and that low, okay, just forget about that low, or you can use all of this low. Okay, so as per your question, this low and that low, they have traded kind of higher time frame PDRA. For example, fair value gap, order block, breaker block, new day opening gap, new week opening gap, anything, it can be traded. But when this low I was looking for, it has made the liquidity but didn't trade any kind of higher time frame PDRA. Is that going to be valid? Absolutely no. Okay, so the guy asked me this question, if you are here, I hope that you got your answer. No, it's not valid. This low, specifically this low, has to trade any kind of fair value gap, any kind of, not a fair value gap, any kind of higher time frame PDRA. Okay, guys, please hold your question, but because let me finish this London session first. I hope that after this this part of stream, About the London session, every question will be cleared. So when I'll be done, I will ask you if anyone has any type of question, I'll reply them. Okay. This law has to trade any kind of high time frame period. I don't care about those laws. Did they trade or not? I don't care. I care only about this law. So you can see this law has traded this order block and it is inside the kill zone. That means 2 a.m. New York local time to 5 a.m. New York local time. At the same time, it has made the relatively equal lows. I will be in 1 minute chart now. In 1 minute chart, look, I'm not watching anything else except this thing. I'm not watching anything else. Over here, I'm in 1 minute chart and this is that 2 a.m. So I'm valid to look for buy only. Am I looking for sell? Absolutely not. I'm only interested to look for buy. Around that area, when market has taken this these lows, and this low has made that relatively equal lows, also trade that higher time frame PDRA. This is the market structure shift over here. That is the market structure shift. When you got the market structure shift, do you have any fair value gap? No, I don't have. So am I going to use this one? Absolutely not. Can you look for any kind of inversion fair value gap? If you know how to use this inversion fair value gap, use that. If you know how to use turtle soup, use that. I don't care about anything else. I'm just going to give you the most convenient way to trade. We'll wait for 22 YT model. Market will take some liquidity, market structure shift, fair value gap, boom. Then market went little lower and shifted the market again. One more time, it has shifted over there. Here you have a very small fair value gap. Okay, this candle low, that candle high. A very small fair value gap. It has traded this fair value gap, boom. You want to push your button from there, go for that. Around that area. So around that area. Where should be your stop loss? Now, brother, this is London session. In London session, even if you put your stop loss below that low, just below that low, the extreme swing low, still it is 9 handle. Look, it is still 9 handle. If you see that, you can put your stop loss below the extreme swing low, which is going to be your your stop loss is going to be below than 10 handle. Please put it over there. If you don't want to do that, then at least put the fair value, stop loss below the candle which has made this fair value gap, at least below that candle. If you get stopped out, you will take a re-entry. But it's just 3 handle. I don't really actually support this one. Instead of that, I love to put it below this low because still this is 9 handle. This is the fair value gap after market structure sheet. Fair value gap. When you are going to take the partial, this is forbidden. When market will reach at least until this 15 handle, you have to take the partial. There is no excuse. Nothing. No. If you break this thing, you are going to break everything. Nothing is accepted except this 15 handle partial. You have to take the partial. You have to put your stop loss to the break even. Rest contract, how long you are going to hold, it's up to you, brother. I have no objection for that, but you have to take the partial when it will tap to this 15 handle. In my opinion, not exactly 15 handle, 14 handle 50 cent. 14 handle 50 or 14 handle 7. 3 ticks, something like that. Not exactly 15 handle. But if you go 15 handle, it is also acceptable. Now, I wasn't looking for, I was outside to be honest, but when I saw this price action, as a hindsight, I wouldn't go for this trade because this is not a fair value gap I would look for. Instead, I would see that market has taken the liquidity and that was the perfect displacement for me. Okay, so that was the displacement for me after the market structure shift. Here, this is the fair value gap with the immediate reaction around that area. Okay, so this is the fair value gap with the immediate reaction. I would love to push my button from that fair value gap. So here, and my stop loss is going to be at least below that low which has taken the liquidity around that area. Still look over here, 7 handle something. Okay, if you see it's 17 handle, no need to put it over there. Instead, put it just below the candle which has made this fair value gap. So this candle has made this fair value gap, 4 handle 50 cent. I don't support it. At least in London session, it's not going to be highly volatile. So you can just simply put the stop loss below the swing low. You are going to take the partial around 15 handle, around that area. This is the 15 handle. Here you will take the partial, put your stop loss to the break even. Now hold your trade until the top of this area until that area and take that 46 handle. I have no objection, brother. Trail your stop loss, whatever you want to do, just do it. I have no objection. But if you don't take the partial after the 15 handle, I will have the problem. So until now, whatever you listen to me or whatever you have seen, I did it in my life. I showed you how to trade around that area. Just you should not have any type of question. And if you would love to add something over here, don't let me know that, because I'm not interested about anything else. I'm not a London guy, so I have made the most convenient way to trade the London session. I don't care about anything else. Now there is another question actually I got today. When it has made this relatively close, look at this bearish fair from 15-minute chart. See, so you are afraid, can I push my button because I have this bearish parabolic gap. When it will tap to this bearish parabolic gap, it will keep falling. Don't even think about this bearish parabolic gap. This is not helpful. It is not going to help you to trade the London session the way we actually trade the New York session. So don't, if you are looking for buy, I have already explained why you are looking for buy. If you are looking for buy, then don't give a shit to any kind of bearish parabolic gap. They are going to be breached. Okay. If you are not going to be breached, and they are not going to be breached, they will at least give you the opportunity to take the partial from 15 handle. Then maybe you will get a stop out to the break even. Sometimes shit happens, but sometimes maybe you will be able to catch that run or whatever it is. I'm not interested to talk about that. So this is the buy setup. So after that buy setup, market is going to high. What you should think, that market will keep going higher, but at the same time, well, it will come very near to another swing high from 15-minute chart. You will start to look for sell again. Why? Because this is the London session. It will make the sell side liquidity. It will make the buy side liquidity most of the time. Not 90% of the time, but 70 to 80% of the time, you will see that if market make the first sell side liquidity, then go higher, make the buy side liquidity, then most of the time market is going to take that sell side liquidity. For example, in that time frame, first market has made the buy side liquidity, then it has made the sell side liquidity, then it will go for that buy side liquidity. So whichever sell side or buy side liquidity is going to make in that time frame from 1 a.m. to 6 a.m. New York local time, whatever liquidity is going to be made in that time frame, obviously 95% of the time, not 100% of the time. Nothing is going to work in this market for 100% of the time. 95% of the time. So your winning rate is going to be 95% of the time. That's my challenge. Whichever is going to made for the first time, then if market make the opposite liquidity, then 70 to 80% of the time market is going to take the first liquidity it has made. For example, it has made first this sell side liquidity, right? Then it has made the buy side liquidity. Look, it has taken that sell side liquidity. Go back and rewatch another London session. You will see most of the time, 70-80% of the time, market actually keep doing that. So when market came here around that area, I was looking for every kind of swing high. So around that area, you see all of these swing highs around that area. This, but it has been breached by body. Body has closed above that high. Okay, am I going to use these highs anymore to mark as my buy side liquidity? Absolutely not. So I will look for another swing high around on my left. So over here, around that area. Okay. When it came here, you can see this is your next buy side liquidity. Now, if you see, this one is much more clearer. So I'm just going to mark this high because it is much more clearer. But obviously, this high is also valid because this is also a high, swing high. Now, it doesn't need to be the swing high. It can be any kind of high as well. Okay. For example, this type of high, this low, or anything. Okay, but best option is to look for swing high. That is the best option, but it can be the sideways candle as well. When it came here very near to this buy side liquidity, is it inside that 1 a.m. New York local time to 6 a.m. New York local time? This is the highest up close body close, I mean the highest week. When this week has appeared over there, 4:15, that means still it is valid. When it has made this relatively equal highs, did it trade any higher time frame period? Now here is the question: how can I use another period? Now this high has traded the fair value gap. To be honest, I would love to look for the order block here. This is my order block. If you can ask me why this is my order block, you have to watch my order block video. Then you will understand why I'm marking these two. If you have already watched my order block video, you already know why I'm marking these two candle as my consecutive order block, not the highest on, not the consecutive 3 candle. Why these two candle specifically? Because I explained a specific thing over there. Okay, very specific thing. So this is the perfect order block. These two candle, which is going to be your consecutive order block, not the up close candle, not the 3 candle. No, these two candle is your order block. They are going to be your change in state of delivery. Here, when it tap trade that order block around that area. Now maybe you don't know how to mark the order block. Don't take that entry. Instead, look for this fair value gap around that area. Wait to see that if it can trade that fair value gap. If it didn't trade that fair value gap, no need to take that entry. At the same time, it has actually traded this fair value gap. I will talk about this later when I'll actually switch my chart to my chart actually. Then you will see there is actually fair value gap and market has traded that fair value gap. I'll talk about this after a little. But right now, watch this market the way it is. So it has traded this order block. Look that candle. Specifically, it tapped to this order block exactly. Okay. Now, what should you go? Where should you go? 1 minute chart again. In 1 minute chart, when I am here in for around, here, what I'm looking for, just a market structure shift. Now, do I have any market structure shift over there? If you say this is the market structure shift, I'm not going to agree with you because I have uploaded a video today. I will talk about that as well. This is not the market structure shift. This is not the market structure shift. I didn't have any kind of market structure shift over there. Then market come back again until this area. Why it came here, I also not going to talk about this, but it came until this area because of this fair value gap. See this fair value gap. I talked, if you are my member, you already know how to mark this fair value gap. So it came here to trade this fair value gap. After trading this fair value gap, then I finally got my market structure shift around that area. So that was my market structure shift around that area. When this is my market structure shift around that area, either way, this is also market structure shift, this is also market structure shift, but I'm willing to mark this one. Now here is a question, brother. Market is already outside of the 5 a.m. New York local time. Can we look for this setup? Now, if you are experienced, go for that setup. If you are not experienced, a very newcomer, very new to this concept, you are watching this market, maybe you have an experience for 6 months, maybe 1 year, don't go. Don't push your button after 5 p.m. 5 a.m. Don't push your button. If you are able to push your button around 4:59, good for that. Around 5, good for that. 5:01, don't go for that. But if you think that you know what you are doing, then that was the market structure shift. This was the fair value gap around that area. So I would love to mark that fair value gap here. This is the fair value gap. And over here, this is the breakaway gap. So I would love to push my button from that immediate reaction from that fair value gap, actually low of this fair value gap around that area. My stop loss is going to be above this high? Absolutely not. I will put it above that high because I'm just going to cover this breakaway gap over there at the same time the high over there. Okay, whatever it is, we'll take a partial around 15 handle. This should be the partial. There is no objection. No, how to say, you have to take the partial around the 15 handle. You have to take. If you just push your one contract, close your trade around that area. Just close your trade. If you are able to take the partial, after taking the partial, put your stop loss to the break even and hold your trade until let me check actually, until this area. Okay, until that area. So 100 handle, keep it until that area. I have no objection for that. But this should be your London session. If you would love to add anything over here, you can add, but just don't let me know or ask me anything, okay? Because I really don't know how to trade the London session except this thing, okay? So now if anyone has any type of question, just let me know that. Otherwise, I will talk by myself. I will keep talking, okay? Now here I want to go over here first little bit. This is a video I've just uploaded today. So you can see around that area around 6 p.m. New York local time, how to become a profitable trader, where I actually talked about the market structure shift. So everything about the market structure shift has already explained over there, very specific way. Okay, it's not a longer video, it's near about 12-minute video. But for making this 12-minute video, to edit the subtitle, to marking everything, it takes near about 4 to 5 hours. Yesterday night, okay, last night I spent 4 to 5 hours. So my request, if you actually watch this video and if you think that this video is going to help you, don't forget to give me a thumbs up and just write down something to the comment box. Because trust me brother, it's just a 12-minute video with my whole experience. Okay, it is already the experience I put over there. All of my experience I just put in that 12-minute video. It takes near about 4 to 5 hours to just edit that video so that everything can be clear. No more question about the market structure shift. No more question. So it is absolutely perfect. I will keep doing this thing, but obviously after watching the reaction from all of you, if I see the reaction from all of you, good views or comments or likes, everything, then I will keep doing that small part with a small video, and everything will be, part 1, part 2, part 3, part 4, something like that. But if I see, okay, it's like the other videos, then I will stop this thing as well. But over here, if you think that it is insightful for you, you will learn something from that area, just don't forget to give me a thumbs up. Don't forget to write down to the comment box. Okay, it will take just 2 seconds. Please do that. Okay, it's my request. I love the appreciation. Now you know that the uh, uh, the contract has changed, right? So right now we are using NQJ 2024. Oh, by the way, I actually asked anybody has any question or not. Just let me finish all of these things first, then I will talk to you. Just give me little more time. Little more time, okay? You can see this is the bar chart, barchart.com, okay? Here, barchart.com, futures. Then you can just for looking for futures over here. See this future? You can look for the future over there. You will get this bar chart, okay? Somebody has donated something. Who is that? Oh, okay. Akshay. Thanks, man. Thanks for that. Bravo. I'm coming to you, brother. Just wait. Here, all of you already know that we are going to use NQJ 24, right? December contract. But I'm going to use NQU, that means the September contract, until the volume and the open interest are not bigger here. Okay, look over here. It's 56,000 to 210, something like that, and here 56,345. So it is still bigger. NQU is still bigger, the volume is still bigger than the NQJ. Open interest is also bigger in NQU comparing with NQJ. So I am not going to shift my chart to NQJ until both of these things, okay, volume and open interest, are not bigger here. It can be little confusing, but I am trying my level best to explain this thing one more time. Until the volume and the open interest are not bigger in NQJ comparing with NQU, I'm going to keep using the NQU. So when it will be uh, bigger than NQU, I'm going to use the NQJ. It can be changed today, it can be changed tomorrow, it can be changed today's PM session, it can be changed around 9:30. Whenever it will be changed, both of them will be bigger than this number. I'll change my contract to NQJ. Okay. So if anyone is asking, yeah, still I'm using NQU 2024. Okay. So that was the second part. What is my expectation for today? Are you looking for buy or sell? I don't have any bias. Why? Because today is the day where you are not looking for any kind of bias. You should not look for any kind of bias because today is the accumulation day. If you get some kind of expansion, don't focus over there because you should not focus over there. Okay, to be honest. Here is the fair value gap. I talked in my members only live, last members only live over here. So if you are my members, then please study this fair value gap. I explained it in daily, and then you will watch. You will see that at the end of the video, one of my brother, he actually mentioned in my lower time frame, and we actually outlined that fair value gap. So this is that fair value gap, how precisely it is working. So sometimes you will see that, brother, you marked that fair value gap, but it has been breached, right? It has been breached, no reaction, no reaction. No, you actually don't know how to use this fair value gap. That's why you are seeing this is breached. But I am watching for something specific. Obviously, I explained over there why what I actually expect over there, and it absolutely it worked perfectly. But here, just two candle went little higher of this fair value gap. Sometimes it happens because it was trading this fair value gap around here. This is the same fair value gap around that area. So you will see this is the beast, but I am looking for these two candle because I need those candle. You can also use this fair value gap around that area, which is very small over here, which is actually very small. But if you want to use this one, you can use that one as well, but I'm not interested to use that one. I'm just interested to use this one because that was more obvious. When it has been breached, this is the reaction. So here, when it has been breached over there, this is the reaction. Even it has been reacted later, how beautifully it has been reacted over there. Look over there. Okay, so after long term, when it come back again, it reacted over there as well. That was all about. I didn't mark the new week opening gap, so if any of you has marked the new week opening gap, just don't let me know that. brother, there is new week opening gap, there is that. Because I didn't mark, that means I'm not interested to look for that new week opening gap for this week. So please make sure that you are not actually telling me that it has traded that new week opening gap or something like that. If anyone can open the bar chart and let me know that after 9:30 if it is bigger than the NQU or not, just if anyone can do that, I'll be very grateful to him. Just let me know after 9:30 is it going to bigger comparing with both of them. Okay, both of them should be bigger in NQZ. If both of them are bigger than NQZ, means then NQU, then I'll switch my chart to NQZ. So if anyone can do that for me, I'll be very grateful to him. Okay, because I will forget actually. So over here, what I'm looking for, just nothing, because today is the accumulation day. All I'm watching this low, which is the Friday low. This is the Friday low. This is the Friday high. I want to see that market will stay in that range. Okay, Friday range. I would love to see that. If it is one-sided, that means market is keep falling, keep falling, keep falling. I'm not interested to trade in that specific market because I know Monday should be the accumulation day. Now, at the same time, you will learn if you don't have the bias, how can you trade in that market scenario? You will also learn that. In short, I have this sell side liquidity, which is actually the obvious liquidity. I have the buy side liquidity around that area, which is actually normal buy side liquidity. So over here, this is my first intention that market will take this sell side liquidity because this is the obvious liquidity. So market at least it should take that sell side liquidity. So that is my first intention to see if it can go for that or not. I'm not interested to push my button right now. I will wait until 9:30 to see what is going to happen. After that, I will take my decision. Maybe I'm not sure. Okay, because I need to wait for the clarification. Thanks to you for the explanation. One word contract should you use? What did you mean by what contract should we use? I didn't understand, brother. I have already explained that I'm going to use NQU until it is not changed. Did I notice that 1 minute candle today were better on December contract? Yeah, I know that. I know that, brother. I have already shown both of them. Okay, so you can see I have already added this thing. This is the NQZ, and I can see perfectly. Oh, by the way, I was talking about that things around that area. I told that I will show you this. That this high actually traded the fair value gap. So over here, this is the fair value gap which has been traded from 15 minutes set from there with the volume imbalance. Okay, if you extend it to your right, you can see simply this high has traded that 50-minute fair value gap to NQZ. Okay, it is in NQZ, not NQU. In NQZ, it has perfectly traded that fair value gap. But I'm just not interested to use that NQZ is until it's not changed. I will use this NQU until the open interest and the volume, both of them are not bigger than that. Okay, I hope it's clear to all of you. Thank you guys for understanding. So after 9:30, please let me know that if the volume is little bigger or not. At the same time, I really don't want to go over there, but all of you know that Apex has 80% off. So if any of you would love to use the code T2 Wizard, I'll be grateful to him if you want. Okay, 150, 250, and 300K accounts are only for $50, and the lifetime activation fees is gonna be $85. My funded futures for the first time users, it's gonna be $48 only, no activation fees. And for the regular users, it's gonna be $76. Obviously, if you use the code T2 Wizard. Bluenox has 90% off, and code is T2 Wizard. Fast track trading. We have the link in my description. So yeah, that's all. Okay. And the take profit trader, obviously we have 50% off. Same code T2 Wizard. Okay, guys. So anybody has any question about the learner session? And at the same time, just let me know that if there is any buffering or not, because I can see that in my phone it's buffering. What is that? Okay, all messages, that's cool. No, clear. Okay, thank you, Jerry. Thank you, brother. Sachin, three candle. What do you mean by three candle, Sachin? So can you use 15-minute week if market started to take rejection from there? Bro, can you use 15-minute week if market started Can we use 50-minute week if market is started to take rejection from there? I didn't understand. Oh, okay. You are asking about the 50-minute week 50% or not as your higher time frame PDR. No, you are not going to do that. If you know what you are doing, obviously you can do that. Obviously you can use that. But if you don't know, then don't use it. Okay. Better wait for the 50-minute travel gap. That's the best option. Thanks again, Titu. Great info. I got it 100%. Thank you, Outlander. Just make sure that if anyone is just messing with me, you are going to block them. Please make sure that, brother, because I don't want to blow my mind today by reading some bullshit comment. Could you share with us your trading view layout? Just click T2 and top right corner. Share the link with us. What do you mean by that? I'll click over there. How can I share it? Okay. I don't know. The moderator will accept it or not. So 3 minutes left for the 9:30 open. Let's see. I'm asking because in last two trading session, I noticed the same thing in market as happened today. Brother, just avoid them. Just avoid them, okay? Just avoid them. If you're confused, just avoid them. If you think that it is going to give you the precision and you know how to actually use that one, then use them. All I'm here just telling you, go for the perfect one. But if you know how to use some specific or difficult price action or something, please go for that. You have to just understand what you are doing. That's all, brother. You are using 15-minute fair value gap, or you are using some other PDRA, maybe hourly, maybe 4 hour chart. I have no problem with that. But you have to make sure that what you are doing, you know that better. Perfectly. Okay. If you are confused, then only use the 15-minute fair value gap. That is the best option. Okay. Just don't go for anything else. Just don't go for anything else. By the way, the guy was asking, Isaac, I guess, brother, is that what you are asking for? Listed there is a drug option. Guys, at the same time, please make sure that if anyone asking something and you know the answer, please help them. Okay, please help them. Trading psychology, yeah, I obviously I can know that. You have to just stop trade. I stop taking entries after certain losses. If you ask me, after two loss in a row, you have to stop trading for that specific day. Wait until the next day. No more cycles. Just close your chart. There is no psychology. Okay, if you think that, okay, I'm going to switch my live account to paper account, or maybe to another combine or something like that, no, it's nothing is going to help you. Just close your chart. You took two losses in a row. Close your chart. After taking the first loss, never ever increase your contract size. Same contract size, it should be same. If you want to decrease, you can go for that, though I don't advise that. After taking some certain losses, close your chart. Don't open your chart anymore. Watch something else. Watch movie, go outside, hang out with friends, do something. Okay. I really don't know what you are asking for, Isaac. If any of you are new to my channel, don't forget to give me the thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel. Okay. Just don't forget that. There you go. There is our 9:30. So let me mark the opening gap. So go over here, mark the opening gap. This is the opening gap. That area. This is the opening gap. Okay. So remember, this is that obvious liquidity. If market leave that obvious liquidity, it doesn't need to take that obvious liquidity around that time. Okay, instantly. It doesn't need to do that. When it will done its upper job, the upper job is done. This liquidity is the obvious liquidity. I don't care about anything else. This is going to be taken. I know that. So this is that obvious liquidity. I'm just watching the market. Can it take that liquidity? Then it can reverse for the buy sell liquidity again. At the same time, I'll mark the first fair gap after 9:30 if I get that opportunity to mark. Okay, until now, just market has opened. Hey, Chiki Piki. Good morning, brother. Akshay. Okay, Akash, do paper trading or take a break? Okay. It hurt the like button, guys. Yeah, please. JD, can you please block someone? They are not pushing the like button, so please block some of them. No, I'm not convinced yet. It has to take this line. See this line, sell side liquidity line. It has to take that side, that line. It will come back again. That will be better for me. I will get another opportunity to take the sell, I guess. But if it 426, 29. Okay, this is not the first parabolic after 9:30. I'm waiting. Remember, this is the opening gap. Let me change the color. That is the best color. Should I like it? I am not convinced if market reverse now without taking that line. This is the obvious liquidity from 15-minute chart. When it was going higher, I was cool because when it is falling again, it has to take that liquidity. There is no other way. So this is that liquidity which is called the obvious liquidity. As I told, if I get that much response from my first video about how to become a profitable trader, I'll talk about all of these things. This a small video, I'll make them so that you guys will get more confidence about trading. Okay. So now it has taken that obvious liquidity. Perfect. I need to see if it can reverse now for the buy sell liquidity or not. I'm not interested to sell anymore. That means if it keep falling, I'm not going to push my button. Just not interested to look for. No, please don't tell me to go to see anything. Okay, when you are asking me to see something, that means you are watching something and you need that confirmation from me. Please don't tell me to see something else. What I'm doing, I know what I'm doing. So let me stay over here. Okay, please don't tell me to see anything else. So if it is the first parabolic or not, let me check actually. If it can make the first parabolic over here, so it's gonna be 94. Yeah, more than 5 handle. I'll be happy to mark this one as my first parabolic up if it can make this parabolic up like that way. Again, I'm not interested to look for sell. If it keep falling today, maybe until this area, it keep falling. I don't care. I'm not interested to look for sell. If it is an expansion, I'm not going to touch that market because that is going to be one-sided. I'm just not interested. At the same time, if any of you would love to use NQZ2024, please go for that. I'm interested to use this chart only. NQU until it is not the open interest and the volume is not bigger than that NQU. Okay. So this is the first parabolic curve after 9:30. Remove this one. Okay. This is that 15-minute. I mean, sorry, not 15-minute. Let me show you. This is the bullish parabolic curve. Sorry, bearish parabolic curve from daily chart. Okay. See, this is that bearish parabolic gap on that daily chart. It tap to this parabolic gap, accepted. It should keep going higher from this parabolic gap. Now I have the higher time frame over there. It should not close below this constant cost band of that parabolic gap. Okay, it should not do that, and that should be the breakaway gap. That means this parabolic gap. The best option is market is not going to trade this parabolic gap from daily chart. The bullish parabolic gap over here. The best option is market is not going to trade that parabolic gap. It is reversing from this parabolic. That is the best option. I am going to remove this parabolic. That was the first parabolic after 9:30 in Friday. Sorry, Thursday. If market keep falling, I'm just not interested to take that sell. I'm only interested to look for buy. Anyone here used fast track trading? AFX. AAFX. This is your question, brother. I don't know you are here or not. Yeah, he actually using the fast track trading. If he is here, I hope that he will be able to give you the answer all of your questions. Yeah, FX. The numbers man is asking a question to you, brother, specifically to you. I don't know anyone else actually using the fast track trading or not. This is your 50-minute last parabolic gap. Okay, so to that specific leg, this is the 50-minute last parabolic gap. Here, this is the hourly parabolic gap. This is the hourly parabolic gap. This is the 50-minute last parabolic gap. By the way, guys, how about the audio? Is it little improved, brother? I'm always afraid of my audio. A lot of you give me the complaint about the audio. So my members, get ready. I hope that I will be able to give you a live example of that specific parabolic gap. Okay, just get ready. No, I'm not interested to look for. I mean, to just push my button for any kind of buying opportunity right now. I'll wait. I am looking for buy, so I know if I get if market really would love to go higher, I have the buy side liquidity here. I will get my chance, but I'm just not in rush. I'm not interested to push my button over there or anywhere. At the same time, I'm not interested to look for sell as well. Okay, selling is not. I mean, it's not going to happen. If it keep falling again, if it keep falling, I'm not going to touch this market anymore because today is not the expansion day. I'm not interested to look for expansion today. I'm only interested to look for accumulation. Market will go high, low. Those type of things. All of you, mark this parallel gap and expect it is not going to hold the price. That means this parallel gap is going to be breached. Market is not going to support this parallel gap. Market is not going to see there is a parallel gap. I hope that it will happen so that I'll be able to give you a live example. AAFX actually in number 3 position. I mean Unikrishna Knight. He's in number 3 position. I have two more guys who are little higher than AFX, but AFX is growing faster comparing with everyone else. I have another guy who has $140,000 Unfortunately, the second guy did some losses, take some losses, and huge losses actually. And he was just telling me that he was in rush. But I hope that he will, he will recover. Damn, 140. FX, he is just doing the same thing I told in my last live. Okay, the real meaning of consistent profitable trader. The real meaning. Okay, so that's all. See, I am the one who is actually counting your money. It's so fun, brother, to count your profit. It's really so fun, and I really happy to do that. Why you are talking rubbish? Talk about the price action. No, I'm not talking about the price action. You already know what I'm looking for. I'm looking for buy. There is no option yet to look for buy. As I told, to mark this parabolic gap, why and how, we'll see that. Okay, so my expectation is something like that. First, it will be breached. Okay, something like that. Inversion parabolic gap? No, it's not called the inversion parabolic gap. If you look for the inversion parabolic gap, then this is the inversion. This can be the inversion parabolic gap. Okay, this one. It's not the inversion parabolic gap. Fast track trading reset all losing accounts last week. Yeah, they just gave me the mail to inform my viewers about that reset. I forgot to tell that. Fast track trading has just reset all the losing trades because of, I mean, something. I don't read all of them because I don't trade the Propfirm anymore. I didn't actually read the whole mail, but they just reset the accounts. They just gave me the mail. Apex has 80% off. If anyone is interested, don't forget to use the code TWizard. Tamimi is here. I didn't see any comment from Tamimi today. Oh, Tamimi is here. I thought, brother, you are not here. Tons of comments. I just didn't see, brother. I wasn't looking for the comments, so I didn't see. Okay. He has been having rhythmic issues too here. Okay. I called Guru, so Tamimi was scared. He's quiet, I think, because of that. How many candles you consider immediate reaction after MSS? Please watch the last video I have uploaded to my YouTube channel. I took near about 3 to 4 hours, 4 to 5 hours, something like that, just to make that video. And I have already explained everything over there. Just watch the last video I have uploaded 2 hours 43 minutes ago. So after the stream, you can watch that one. Brother. How to become a profitable trader? That is the title of that video. If it keep going higher, I'm not interested to take that buy. Okay. Yeah, I will wait for another opportunity to look for buy, but not from that fair value gap. You said something about the market not taking out for Friday buy side and sell side. Can you please explain better? It's all about the narrative, brother. Please watch that video. I didn't say that market is not going to take them. I just told that market should stay inside the Friday range. It can go outside of the Friday range. There is nothing wrong, but it should come back again inside the Friday range again. If it doesn't take the Friday high or low, that's the best case of scenario. But obviously, it can take the Friday high or low it wants. Obviously it can do that, but it should come back again into the Friday range. But it's all about the narrative. You have to check my narrative folder as well. 5 days narrative is over there. You can say why you are just referring some videos, because I have already explained those in those videos. Okay, I just made those videos so that you guys can learn the narrative or everything whatever your question is. That's why I keep referring them, so that you can get more information from that area. So like 10-15 minutes explanation I just can't do over here in live, right? That's why I just keep referring them. This is the first fair value gap after 9:30. So this fair value gap is very strong. Remember, this fair value gap is very strong. And let me remove this one because I need to watch the 50-minute chart as well, what is happening around that area. This is the 50-minute last fair value gap. I remember one stream you told that if one Friday we do not retrace to one weekly range, then Monday can be expansion. I didn't say that. Yeah, I see told that if the TGIF happened in Friday, then Monday can be expansion day. Now I didn't study this that logic, so I'm not going to use that one, and I really don't have the time to study that things. That's why I'm not going to use that logic. If you have the time, please study them. If the TGIF happened around the Friday, then Monday should be the expansion day, something like that. ICT talked about this in his recent, 2024 mentorship. I didn't say anything, brother. He just told that. As I don't see the TGIF, that's why I don't use this one. Instead, I just let it go in Monday. If it is expansion, I'm not interested to trade. If it is not expansion and it is actually the consolidation or the accumulation, this type of accumulation. See this accumulation. It can be high volatile accumulation if there is a news. As if you see the Forex Factory calendar, today we have a news. So it's not a red folder news, it's a medium impact news around 8:30. Still, we have a news. So when we have a news, it can be high volatile accumulation. That means it came until that area, it will come back again until that area. It will come back again until that area. This type of accumulation can happen as well. I watch only you. Oh, okay. I didn't know that, Theo. So if you really watch only me, brother, I really didn't study that things. TGIF or 20%, 30% retracement. To be honest, when I didn't watch it, I just can't. I mean, make any kind of compliment about that. I have to study that first to tell it is going to happen or not. Okay, here is a buying opportunity. As market has closed above this parallel gap, see this parallel gap. This is a buying opportunity. I'm going to take the buy from this parallel gap now. If it can come back again to this parallel gap, I'll go for that buy around that area. I'll go for the buy. By the way, let me check actually how much is going to be the stop loss. Below this candle, 20 candle, perfect. If it can come back again here to this parallel gap, I'll take that buy. Is this a perfect setup? Absolutely not. The parallel gap. Okay, so right now it is here. Tap to the high of this opening gap, I'll take that buy. If it doesn't tap over there, I'm not going to take that buy. Simple. Stop loss is going to be just below this candle. See this candle? Just below that candle. Target profit is going to be the 50% of the opening gap. I'll take a partial around that area. See this relatively equal highs over there? I'm going to take the partial over here. This area. This is going to be my partial. So there you go. Just little above there. The limit. Okay. So this is my partial 35 handle. Took that risk for 20 handle, something like that. Not 20 handle actually. It's near about 18 handle. It's cool. Let's see if it can give me the partial. I'm just only worried about this parabolic gap because this is the last parabolic gap from 1 minute chart. I can have some kind of reaction from there, though I don't want to see that. I can have some kind of reaction from this parabolic gap. I don't want to see that. Okay, that's all. Remember, my stop loss is too tight, just below that candle which has made this parabolic gap. So one tick below that candle. Yeah, now it's cool. Over here. Okay. What you are believing? Are you actually making this entry depending on 1 minute chart? Absolutely not. I have 50-minute last parabolic gap, which has been rejected from that 50-minute last parabolic gap, closed above the first parabolic gap of 930. Hold this parabolic gap, leave this parabolic gap as a breakaway gap, perfect breakaway gap around that area. Trade this parabolic gap, made the same thing around that area. The thing I was expecting around that area, I got this thing from this parabolic gap. The thing I was watching over there, I was waiting over there, I got that thing here. Closed above this past parabolic gap after 930. Make the parabolic gap, tap to this parabolic gap. I am already in the market. I'm just going to take a partial to that specific relatively equal highs, which is obvious to me. I'm holding my trade until the 50% of the opening gap. So this is the opening gap around that area. Let me mark it. This is the opening gap 50%. I'll go for that 50%. This is my extreme one. Maybe I'll be wrong. Market won't go over there. If I can get this, partial over there, I'll put my stop loss to the break even. Okay. Is this perfect setup? Absolutely not. Is this a high probability? Absolutely, this is the high probability. Is that a possibility? No. It's the high probability trading opportunity. Now this is the last parabolic gap, which is I'm only worrying about this last parabolic gap. It can give me some kind of reaction, okay, from that last parabolic gap. As I don't I don't have the opportunity to take the partial, that's why I'm not going to take the partial from this last parabolic gap. But if anyone has the opportunity to take the partial of 24 handle, you can take the partial around that area. I'm just only worrying about this last parabolic gap. Okay, so let me put it over there. That area. It has the power to stop the price, give me the reaction. Okay, that means market can fall little bit, uh, little bit, or to trade this parabolic gap again, or maybe to trade this opening parabolic gap, anything. Because from this parabolic gap, if I get stopped out within from that area, I'm not going to cry for that because it is logical. I can know that, but as I have no opportunity to take the partial, I'm not just going to take the partial from that parabolic gap. Otherwise, as you can see, it is near about 20. It was 24 handle. Okay, wasn't bad, wasn't bad. Okay, I'm just not interested to take that partial as I don't have the opportunity. Very specific parabolic gap, nothing random. Very specific parabolic gap. I can get some kind of reaction from that parabolic gap. So all I'm seeing here, this is the reaction. This reaction can send the price until this parabolic gap. So this parabolic gap should not be broken. See this parabolic gap, it should not be broken. My stop loss is still below this candle which has made this parabolic gap. So I have a lot of PDR over there. They should not be broken. If it is broken, I'll get that loss of how many handle? 19 handle. There is nothing to be honest. But I hope that it will give me at least the partial. Even if it wants to fall, it will give me that partial. That is my expectation. Now I can simply close my trade over there, 38 handle, just to see your boom. I'm not doing that. I'm showing you the way to trade. This is the way to trade. So I hope that if it takes me, gives me the partial, you will write down the boom. It is my request to all of you. middle candle, which is the order block here. This is the middle candle, order block candle. Okay, it can trade that order block candle as well. You knew that what I was looking for, then what I went for. If it was keep falling, okay, maybe it was keep falling. I'm just not interested to touch that market anymore because I know what I'm looking for. You have to know first what you are looking for. Now it didn't hit my target, but it should hit my target. Okay, for a little it didn't hit my target. Yeah, it's okay. I'm not afraid that market is going to reverse from there because that is the random area. It should not reverse from there. It should not, okay. At least it should take that relatively equal highs over there. Well, I'll put my stop loss to the break even. The way it is doing the drama over there, I don't like it. So I'll put my stop loss to the break even. If it stop me out to the break even, I'll get stopped out. I'm just not liking the way it is doing the drama around that area. Okay, the drama I don't like it. Why I put my stop loss around that area? Because it is very near to that buy side liquidity. It can make that relatively equal highs much more stronger, can fall again until some unfinished business. It can do that. Okay. Oh, by the way, it hit my target profit. Okay. Look over there, middle order block. Mark that middle order block. Extend it to your right. This is the middle order block. Came until that area. No, I'm not looking for this last parallel gap. I'm not looking for this one here. I'm just looking for this one, middle order block. Okay, extend it to your right around that area. My stop loss is going to be just below that order block now. See this order block? Below that order block. It should be safe over there until there is a unfilled fair value gap. Until unfilled fair value gap, I can't move my stop loss. You wanna move your stop loss or you wanna close your trade? Please go for that. I needed I got already 38 handle. I'm more than happy for that. Until this area is my target and I know that it will go over there, but yeah, before going over there it can stop me out. Though I don't want to be stopped out, to be honest. I want to see it will go over there. Right now it is trading the low of this opening gap. See this opening gap? It is trading the low of this opening gap. At the same time, I'm watching this 15-minute chart as well. Okay, just don't think that I'm watching this 1 minute chart only. I'm watching this thing. Is it retracing from any kind of fair value gap from 15-minute chart or not? I'm watching this part as well. Thank you guys for writing down. Boom. Thank you, man. Thank you so much. Thank you, Ali. Jonathan, thank you so much. Okay. Some of you actually write down boom, and rest are waiting to see, just to see how this guy is going to be wrong. I can be wrong now. I don't need to be right because I don't like to hold the runner. But this is the way to trade. This is the real way to trade. I took the partial around the level where I knew that market is going because this relatively equal highs is the obvious area where market should reach at least. So I took the partial. I put my stop loss to the break even. I'm all okay now. All okay now. Thank you, Dimmer. Thank you, Bunny. Thank you, Ben. Oh, by the way, Ben, Ben, if I'm not wrong, Ben, I actually told you something wrong last day. I need to ask apologize for that, but I need to explain these things to you. If I'm not wrong, you are the guy who talked about this. If I'm not wrong, okay? Yeah, perfect. Around that area, this low and that low. I'm not sure that it was you or someone else. Whoever was that, if it was you, Ben, I'm extremely sorry. Whoever was that, he told that he saw that. Okay, that was you. Okay, brother, you told that it didn't tap to this that low. It was one tick above that one. So I told you that I don't care, but actually I care about here. Okay, you told that it is one tick above, so you got the confirmation to take the buy from this area or around that volume balance. So if I remember, from the volume balance you pushed your button, or the inversion fair value cap you pushed your button. You are right, because if they are exact low, tick by tick, you are wrong. Absolutely, you're wrong. But as you saw the market, that was the right way to see the market. I'm extremely sorry, brother. I was just in live, so because of the hurriness or pressure or something like that, I just messed up over there. So the way you saw the market, absolutely okay. If this low, take that low by one tick, or if this low fail to take, trade that low by one tick, you got the buy over there. You are absolutely right, brother. But if it is tick by tick, the exact low, exact low, you are wrong. You can't look for the buy, because market is going to take that low. I don't care about anything else. Market is going to take that low if it is exact low. But obviously it is from 1 minute chart. So I hope, brother, you will you will give me the apologize. No, you're not going to give me the apology. You are going to forgive me, okay? I was just in pressure, so I just see this candle, this specific candle, these two candle here. This is my propulsion block now. Here, this is my propulsion block around that area. As it has reached until the open of this candle, I'm going to mark the open. As it has reached until the open, so I would love to mark the open. I'm going to believe that this propulsion block is not going to be breached. Okay, market is going higher at least until the 50%. Then it can come back again to take this liquidity. I would love to see like that way. If it is breached, then I will look for the mean threshold of this water block. Can it hold the price or not? So until there is an unfilled fair value gap. So I am now watching to market give me a unfilled fair value gap. Can it give me an unfilled fair value gap? If it give me unfilled fair value gap, I'll put my stop loss just below this propulsion block, just below that propulsion block. After you know how to move the stop loss, okay? No worries. Yeah, with equal lows, I would have been scared to take the long. Yeah, brother, if it is exact low, you should not go for that low. Long. But if it is not exact, like the way it was over there, you are absolutely right around that area. You are the wizard. I just wanna be your apper- appertain. Uh, I'm just your brother. I'm all of your brothers. That's all. Perfect. It has taken that low. Propulsion block has broken. This is not a good sign. I got the stop out to the break even. Here, my trade is done. It breached. I was watching this candle. Can it hold until the min threshold? That means body should not close below this min threshold. It take that liquidity. I will start to look for another opportunity to look for buy. I'm not interested to look for sell. If it keep falling, I don't care. I'm only interested to look for buy. So you can see after taking the partial, I got stopped out to the break even. Now my stop loss moving is too fast. I know that I'm going to be punished because of my trailing stop loss now. But at the same time, this is the way I trade. And I really love to trade like that way. Because market is going higher, that's for sure. I'm just got stopped out beforehand. It's okay. Sometimes this type of shit happens. Remember this area, okay? Let me just put it over there and put it over here, like this way. I will wait for another opportunity to go for buy. I'm just not interested to look for sell again. So can I explain what is propulsion block? In my YouTube channel, brother, I have already made the video about the propulsion block, so far I remember. So please watch it. Don't forget to give me the thumbs up. As I can see, near about 230 people are watching, but not that much likes. This is the another opportunity to look for buy. I'm just not going to push my button. Okay, but this is the another opportunity to look for buy from there, exactly from that candle. Stop loss should be just cover that 50% of that candle. Target is here, the same area. I'm just not going to push the button because it is too risky. Just 50% of that candle. Yeah, that's above that candle. Here, tap to this candle, should go until the 50%. I'll take the partial over there. I'll hold my trade until this area, until the high of this opening gap. I'm just not pushing the button, that's all. 26 candle, I'm not interested to take that 26 candle loss. Someone just took my funded futures account. Thank you, brother, for using my code T2Z. Thank you so much. Whoever you actually took that account. Why I was looking for a buying opportunity from that area because this propulsion block hold the price still over there, okay, around that area. Wick went lower, wick did the damage. You see that I got stopped out over here. Wick did the damage, but body didn't close below this propulsion block. So still, I'm absolutely fine, absolutely okay by believing this propulsion block. So around that area, when it closed out this candle, I would love to take another buy from there until this 50%. It will be that partial. It will be my target. Around that high will be my target. Why didn't you push your button? I don't want to see the comment over there. You're over trading, brother. And obviously, this is just a possibility. Sorry, probability, not a high probability. Like it was the high probability. It is just a probability, not the possibility, because this is going to happen. So it's not the possibility. Possibility is that run, that run was falling. That was the possibility. But this is the probability, high and low. Why it is the low probability or just a probability? Because of the stop loss I just covered the 50% of that week. Because of my stop loss, it is the low probability. If I was able to put my stop loss here, then it would be the high probability. As I am not able to do that, so it's just a probability, okay, not the high probability, but it's a probability. Is it going to work? If you ask me, be ready to write down boom. I will only go for the high probable trade today. Otherwise, I'm not going to push the button. Why it is wasting the time? Because around the macro, this is the macro area. Okay, around the macro, I didn't get the expansion, so market is waiting to finish the macro time. That means 9:50 to 10:10. That macro time, market is trying to finish that macro time. After that macro time, it is going to expand again. That's why it's just doing this all of these things. I want to see it will come at least until that line. It won't touch that line. That is the one I would love to see. It is not going to touch that line. So if it failed to touch that line and make a bullish fair look up again, I'm going to push my button again. If it failed to touch that line, the 50% of that specific week, that week, and then go higher again and make a bullish fair look up, I'll push my button again. That is going to be my high probability. If it touch this line, that means the 50% of that week, and then make a bullish parallel gap, no, I'm not interested to look for that buy. Okay, it has touched this line, I'm not interested to look for buy anymore. I'll just wait to see if it can keep going higher or if it give me another opportunity later. But right now, I'm just not interested to push my button anymore as it has touched that line. Keep going higher, I don't care. I'm just not pushing my button. That's all. This is something very specific. Okay, so you can think that, as I told, that if I see any kind of bullish parallel gap, I'll push my button. But before that, I told that if it touch that 50%, I'm not interested to push my button from any kind of parallel gap or anything around that area. So this part is important because it didn't show me the weakness. It didn't show me the weakness. It will go higher, I know that, but it didn't show me the weakness. That's why I'm not interested to push my button. Okay, from anything, I am not interested to push my button. That's all. If it keep falling right now, brother, maybe it is going to fall. I'm not interested to look for sell, obviously. I'll only look for buy. No sell is valid for me. One two ka three, three two ka one. What does it mean, brother? 935 gap extended it. 935, I have already extended, brother. There is my 935 gap. These two line. This is my 935 gap here. Why it came here? To trade this order block. I mean open. See this here. This is the open. I love to mark the open. It has traded this open. I'm just not interested to push my button anymore because it has traded this 50%. So let me mark the 50% so that I can remove this one. I told you everything very specifically. If you don't want to listen to me 100% and if you want to just listen 50%, which is actually helping your pushing button, you're not going to learn this price action. I promise you, brother. So you have to listen to me 100%. This week, tap to the 50% of that week. Now, is it wrong? Absolutely, it's not wrong. But I didn't get the confirmation of the weakness. Market didn't show me any kind of weakness over here. If it would fail to trade that constant cosment one tick, I would be push my button with confidently. With confident, I would push my button from any kind of parallel gap. It is going to make around that area, or maybe I would use this, see this parallel gap as my inversion parallel gap, a perfect inversion parallel gap around that area. I would push my button from that parallel gap, but as it didn't show me the weakness, I'm just not interested to push my button because I can be chopped up. Market can fall. Okay, it can fall again until maybe this first first parallel gap around 930. It can fall again. You wanna go for that trade? Please go for that. I have no problem, but I'm just not interested to push my button. But if it would fail to trade this constant just for one tick, I would push my button with confidence. Would take the partial over here, would hold my trade until the high of this opening gap with confidence. Okay. See this parallel gap around that area, I would go for that buy from this parallel gap here. From that specific parallel gap, I would go for the buy here. Let me change the color. Actually, what type of color can I use? No, it's not good. Yeah, that's good. Another buying opportunity from there. Where is the stop loss? There. Target is here. See this one? Another buying opportunity. I'm just not going to push the button because I didn't get that confirmation. I'm not interested to push the button. But am I looking for sell when market is going to fall? No. So what I'm looking for, you have to understand that what you are looking for. So you are not going to be afraid when market is falling. You should not be afraid how long it can go. Look at my stop loss, just little below of this concurrent crossman, just little below. Because you should be understand that market is not going to trade the concurrent crossman below the constant cosment. If it trade below the constant cosment, you are absolutely wrong. Market is going to fall. This is the area where you should put your stop loss. What is the best area to put your stop loss? Below this candle low. Now it is nearly impossible, okay, to be honest, because then the risk to reward ratio is gonna be five. I mean 1:5. That means one win, 5 point lose, something like that. That is another buying opportunity. That was another buying opportunity if it failed to trade this low. That would be my another buying opportunity. As it didn't do that, I'm not going to push my button from that fair value gap. Okay. My stop loss, look, my stop loss just below the candle which has made this fair value gap. I know a lot of lines over here. Just try to understand what type of line I have over there. I have this inversion fair value gap marked over there. I have this fair value gap marked over there. These two fair value gap I have. Okay. So don't get confused by that one. And I'm just showing you every entry opportunity. That was the first entry opportunity. I got stopped out over here. That is the second entry opportunity over there until this area. Take partial until that high. This is the third opportunity to take the buy from that area to until this high. But partial should be taken around that area. It has traded that inversion fair value gap. Don't want to see anybody close below this constant crossment of that inversion fair value gap. So body should not close below the constant crossment of that inversion fair value gap. Let me show you that. Can it go little lower of that inversion fair value gap? Absolutely it can do that, but it should not close below that one. Brother, you got stopped out. That's why I didn't push my button. It didn't show me the weakness. As it didn't show me the weakness, I'm very much confident about, I'm very much aware of this consolidation. I don't want to be chopped up over there. That's why I was waiting for this thing. That constant crossment will be untraded. I didn't push my button from that fair value gap. That would be a losing trade. Successfully, I have just avoided a losing trade. Let's see, this one is logical. I mean, it should work. Okay, to be honest, this one should work. This didn't work. This didn't work. Remove from my chart. This one is logical. It should work. To be honest. If it can close above this fair value gap, I'll push my button from this fair value gap. If the body can close above this fair value gap, one more time, tap to this fair value gap, I'm going to take that buy. Why you are telling this, brother, right now? Look on your right. This is the 50-minute chart. This is that 50-minute order block. See this candle? This is the order block. Market has traded this order block. So I'm not telling this because I'm seeing the market like that. No, I'm seeing this order block over there from 15-minute chart. See, it has traded this order block. Should keep going higher now. I just need an entry point. Where is my entry point? This fair value gap is going to be my entry point. This is the bullish fair value gap. Tap over there. Should go higher. Didn't go. Went lower. Trade this fair value gap. Should keep falling as a inversion fair value gap. If it can close above this fair value gap, so it is going to be failed. Hold the price. Tap to this fair value gap. Boom. It should keep going higher. So I'm watching this 15-minute chart over there, and I have seen that it has made this 15-minute bullish order block. Tap to this bullish order block. If it can go higher again, I'll go for that buy. Where does the same, even if it is its paid course? So thank you টিটু ভাই, একদিন ভিডিওতে দেখা হবে ইনশাল্লাহ ইনশাল্লাহ. I'm looking for 10:30 entry. 19386 and lower. J Marquis, you are looking for 9386 or lower. So you are looking for sell actually. Perfect. Wait for that. If you get that sell, you are absolutely good, brother. I'm just waiting for the buy. I'm not interested to look for sell. No buying is valid for me. So no selling is valid for me. If it keep falling, I'm not interested to participate in this price action. I'm only interested to look for buy. Oh my goodness, it's falling. This also didn't work. This is broken. Perfect, order block is going to remove. I'm not still interested to look for sell. If any of you are interested to look for sell, go for that. Remove all of them. Option block. I am only interested to push the button if there is a high probability. Let's wait for the price action. If any of you would love to go for the sell, please go for that. I'm just not interested to look for sell. Okay. No, brother, I'm not looking for breaker block here. The reason is market didn't make any kind of breaker block situation. I'm not looking for breaker block. I'm just watching this price, how it is traded this order block around that area. See this order block, how it is trading this order block, how it is going to go higher for this buy side liquidity. See this buy side liquidity. Let me actually mark it more precisely here. This is the buy side liquidity. So how it is going over there, that is my intention to see. I'm just not interested to look for any kind of breaker block or anything. I just wait for the time distortion to get broken and be done. Aditya, there is no breaker block situation. Let's see if it can trade this fabric up one more time or not. Okay, now is the time. If it wants to go higher, it should go higher now. It should go higher now. Brother, this is not a good price action, so don't I just don't need to force the market to give me the perfect setup. When I will get the perfect setup, I'll push my button. Until then, I'll just observe every kind of situation, opportunity. I'll just mark them. If it works, perfect. But when I will see the perfect setup, I'll go for the trade. Until then, I'm not going to push my button. That was my high probable setup. I pushed my button. I took the partial. I got stopped out to the break even. That partial was near about 38 handle. I'm cool. So I'm waiting for another high probable trade. If I get that, I'll push my button. Otherwise, I'm not going to touch this market. Okay. I'm not looking for sell. Even if market keep falling, I'm not going to touch this market. I'm only looking for buy, and this buy side liquidity is my target. At least until the high of this opening gap, I'm watching this market until the high of this opening gap. So if it keep falling, I'll let him fall. Maybe some of you are looking for sell. Please go for that. I'm just not interested to look for sell. That's all. It can obviously keep falling, and then I will miss all the selling opportunity, and I'm not looking for sell. At the same time, I'm just not looking for sell. Is that clear? So I will wait for some specific thing. I know that market should reach until this constant crossment of that opening gap, then high, and finally this buy side liquidity. If it doesn't go over there, I'm just not interested to look for buy. Everything around that area, no, nothing was high probability. Everything was the probability. As I didn't have the high probability, I didn't push the button. At finally, I had the high probability around that area. Market didn't give me the opportunity to take the entry. I didn't push my button. Simple. You want to look for sell, you have to know why you are looking for sell. If you know why you are looking for sell, please go for that sell. Perfect. Price is below new day opening gap. I didn't have the new day opening gap. That means I'm not watching the new day opening gap. That's all, brother. Are you kidding me? Seriously? If it happens, then I will start to cry, to be honest. I didn't give that much priority to this unfinished business. It was unexpected, to be honest. Someone has taken the my funded futures account again. Thank you, brother. If you are here, who are looking for sell today, brother, and who is looking for buy right now? Let me make a poll to know that who is actually what looking for or something like that. Okay, YouTube. Let's make a poll so that I can have an idea what you are looking for. My mind is actually helping me a lot today because I am not pushing my button, but at the same time I'm feeling very bad because as I didn't push my button, I am missing lot of things to explain. Oh man, I can't explain the price action without pushing the button. That's my problem. What are you looking for? Let me start a poll. Not that. What are you looking for? Okay, buy, sell. Let's see how many people are watching, waiting for buy and sell. Me, myself, yeah, I'm looking for buy. Okay, just let me know how many people are waiting for the buy and sell. Just don't tell me that I'm looking for buy, that's why you are also looking for buy. Don't say like that way. Give me your true opinion. 79% people are looking for buy, 21% are looking for sell. I can see near about how many people are watching. Please join to that poll. Yeah, more than 200 people are watching. Please join to that poll. Last line. Last line. The breakaway gap. My weekly bias is bullish, so it should go down before it goes up. Judas, my bias is also bullish, brother. Now it will go up. Didn't get it. What didn't you get it, brother? 50% touch. Well, Judas swing. Let's see, brother. I'm just not interested to participate in this fall. That's all. If it keep falling, I'll let him fall. I'm just not touch it. That's all. Okay. I got 57 votes. Please join to that poll to show me your opinion. I can see that more people are waiting for buy now. But market is falling. Why you are looking for buy? You should look for sell because market is falling. I don't know anything about the price action. That's why I'm looking for sell. But you know better than me. So you should not look for buy, right? Yeah. Now everything is changing. 71% now is looking for buy, 29% is looking for sell. The selling is increasing. Let's see. Let's see. Can I have some more votes for selling? Oh, the buyers are stronger. Why don't you talk about the price action? I just can't talk about the price action without pushing a button. I'm sorry to say that. Everything is broken. Nothing hold the price. Last parallel cap is also going to be broken. This is the last parallel cap from 15-minute chart. Let me check. Is there any other parallel cap? No, there is no other parallel cap. This is the last parallel cap which has also been broken over there. Let's see if it keep falling or not. If it keep falling, I'm not going to touch this market. I'll let him fall. And I'm just going to miss every opportunity over there. Now 26% is looking for sell. Should I start the poll again? Then maybe the people who actually was looking for buy, they are going to change their mind and they're going to take the sell. Market has closed below the 50% of the week low. Take out the sell. Market has closed below the 50% of the order block and even taking it out. So it's a sell. Oh, it's a sell. Oh, okay. Yeah, brother, it can be a sell, but I'm just not interested to participate in that sell. Just simply, I am not interested to look for sell. Not here to do polls all day long. Oh, okay, you are not here to do polls all day long. Then why you are here, Sam? Let me know why you are here. Okay, I can see the buyers has won the battle, so I'm going to close the poll. Yeah, I'm with all of you buyers. I'm also looking for buy. I don't like the hourly reversal from here will be from random area. I don't see the hourly chart, brother. So I really don't know what you are looking for. See, trade and learn something maybe. Oh, okay, that's a good idea. We have rate cards coming. This Wednesday best day to trade would be Wednesday. Just triggers preserving the capital is also win. I'm not interested to agree with you as we have the FOMC in Wednesday. That doesn't mean we can't trade these days. Yeah, as we have the FOMC in Wednesday, so Wednesday morning session is gonna be very difficult to trade. I'm not interested to trade the Wednesday morning session. To be honest, I am not at all. I'm not interested at all to trade the Wednesday morning session. That's all. If you check 4 hour, no buy. Okay, I'm not interested to look for the 4 hour chart. I'm only interested to look for this 15-minute chart. So from 15-minute chart, here is the last fair value gap. Until it's not broken, I'm not going to change my mind. It should be broken from 15-minute chart. Until it's not broken, I'm not interested to look for sell. And after breaking this one, also I'm not interested to look for sell. I'll let them go. I will only go for the buy. If I get the opportunity to look for buy, I'll go for that. Otherwise, I'm just not interested to look for sell because of the narrative. This is the one-sided run. You see from there, market is falling. Market is falling, falling, falling. It should not be the narrative of Monday. Monday should not be expansion day. It should be the accumulation day. Now, if it is not accumulating, I'm just not interested to trade. If it was the, I mean, Wednesday, Thursday, yeah, I would say that I'm looking for sell. I'm not interested to look for buy anymore. So yeah, I'm not. I hope that my point is clear. Apex 80% off all accounts and one pass 150, 250, 300K only for $50. $85 lifetime activations for all accounts. Discount code is T2Wizard. Thank you, Tamimi. You're still here. I know you're looking for buy, but that low broken, wouldn't that be a market structure shift? No, it's not a market structure shift. The reason is market didn't take the buy side liquidity. As market didn't take the buy side liquidity, I can't say this is the market structure shift. It has to take the buy side liquidity to give me the market structure shift. As I didn't get it, I'm not saying this is the market structure shift. This is the liquidity taken. This is the last parabolic cap, which is also not broken. Still now it's not broken. So simply I can say this is a buying opportunity instead of selling. I'm watching this high, how it is going to go above that high. Okay, as I can see that lot of comment right now, so I'm not going to push my button. Instead, I will just read the price action. That's all. This is the time to hold your pushing button. If anyone is interested to copy my trade, they will be frustrated now. At the same time, if you are looking for sell, please go for that. I'm just not interested to look for sell. That's all. Mark this candle, which is a perfect order block in my opinion. This candle, okay? The best, the perfect order block. Dun-dun-dun, dun-dun-dun-dun-dun. Remember this parallel gap? Remember? Okay. If you don't remember, and if you're my member, please watch the last episode of my live streaming members only live. You'll understand what is this parallel gap. A very strong, powerful parallel gap. This one. Look from your 15-minute chart, okay? What did you see? This last parallel gap. Is that broken? Absolutely not. If it is not broken, I just can't say that market is not going to fall. So that guy who was asking me about the 4-hour chart, from 4-hour chart, there was no buying opportunity. I don't look the 4-hour chart. It can keep falling. But I don't need to look for 4-hour chart just to look for to change my bias. I'm just not interested. I am only interested to use this 15-minute chart. So until this parallel gap is not broken, I'm not saying that market is going to fall. Even though I'm not interested to look for sell. Remember the perfect order block. At the same time, you have the inversion parallel gap over there. See this candle, this parallel gap, mark it to your chart. Look for the body not close below the constant constant of that inversion parallel gap. Even should not touch the 50% of that inversion parallel gap until this low. Until that low, it should not touch the 50% of that inversion parallel gap. Actually, let me mark it. If market keep falling, I'm just not interested to take that sell. That's all. This is the inversion parabol gap. I don't want to see body. Sorry, market is not going to touch this line. This dotted line is not going to be touched. How can you say that? This is the parabol gap, which is the strongest parabol gap. Order block, mean threshold of that order block, high of the inversion parabol gap, constant crossment of the 15-minute last parabol gap. See this 50-minute last parabol gap, constant crossment over there. All of these things is telling me it should not come back again until the 50% of that inversion parallel gap. It can mark the open of that order block. No, it didn't. I thought it has marked the open. I want to see a body close above that high now with speed. With speed. Body close above that high. I want the speed now. Not this type of move. More speed. Mark this parallel gap. Market structure shift. See this market structure shift. Parallel gap. Immediate reaction to this parallel gap. Market has taken the liquidity, swing high, shifted the market, parallel gap. 22 YT model, the perfect setup. If it doesn't work, that means the perfect setup is not going to work. So here, just let me mark two line, blue line over there. here one. If it doesn't work, the perfect setup is not going to work. That's all. Here, these two blue line. This is the market structure shift around that area. NSS. This is the fair value gap. Where is your breakaway gap? This is your breakaway gap. There is your breakaway gap. If it doesn't work, the perfect setup is not going to work, and that I don't like to see. Okay, it has stated the order block open. Perfect. It should not touch the 50% of that fair value gap constant encroachment. That dotted line should not be touched. If it has touched, I'm wrong, and market is going to collapse. It is going to collapse, something like that. This is the best setup ever, the perfect setup. If it doesn't work, market is going to collapse. That's all. For example, if I pushed my button, where was my stop loss? If I would push my button over there, my stop loss was going should be just below that fair value gap. This breakaway gap, fair value gap. This candle has made that fair value gap below that one tick low. Now, if it is 33 candle, I'm not going to push my button from there. That's for sure. I will wait until the area it is going to cover. So until this area, around that area, I would push my button around to that area, because now it is like 20 handle, something like that. 20 handle is stop loss, something like that. So I'd love to push my button over that area. 85 will gap, breakaway gap. As my stop loss is not going to cover that 32 handle, I wouldn't go for that area from there, because my stop loss should be there below that candle which has made this breakaway gap and that area. But brother, you wrong. Market has traded the inversion fair value gap constant encroachment. That's why it's a now a low probability. Market can simply fall. I can be wrong, but this is the perfect setup that should not be broken. Market struck. Let me remove all the fair value gap so that it can be only the perfect one. Okay. So here, let me remove this order block. This is the perfect setup over there. That area, this and this will be the entry there. Now, sometimes you can put your stop loss just below this breakaway gap, little below, and below this 15-minute bullish fair value gap as well. But the best option is to put it below the candle which has made this breakaway gap. If it doesn't work, then the perfect setup just didn't work. Simply. Is this the perfect setup? Absolutely the best perfect setup. Not a perfect market structure shift, but it is also a market structure shift. Not the perfect one, obviously. I agree with you. For example, I took that buy and I got stopped out over here. For example, okay, I got stopped out over here. What I would do, I would wait to see body close above this fair value gap one more time until this low is not taken. So even if it can close above this fair value gap now, these two blue line, I will take the buy. If it can close above this fair value gap, I'll take the buy. I'll push my button, okay, here, because it didn't take that low, because this is the perfect setup. Now, market structure shift is not perfect. I agree with you, but either way, this is the perfect setup. So I'll push my button if it can close above this fair value gap. One tick above this fair value gap, actually, when it will close, I'll push my button. It doesn't need to come back again to this fair value gap, tap to this fair value gap, go higher. No, it doesn't need to do that. If it doesn't work, I'll take a loss. I'll push my button over there. There you go. My stop loss is going to be same area below this breakaway gap. I'll sorry, I'll, I'll just go for this last fair value gap, and I'll take a partial below this low. Why you are pushing the button? Because this is the perfect setup that should work. Perfect, 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 perfect setup. Something like that. Market structure shift. Never take that low or that low, where your stop loss should be there below this low. Never taken that. But as it was, the long stop loss, I'm just unable to take that entry. So what I will do, I'll push my button over there. Maybe I'll get stopped out around that area. Maybe what I would do, I would get stopped out over there. I would wait to see if body can close above this parabolic cap one more time. It closed above this parabolic cap, I'll push my button. When it closed, I'm already in the market. I don't need to see it will come back again to trade this parabolic cap, then it will go higher. No, I don't need to see it. It will close above this parabolic cap. I'm already in the market. This is the parabolic cap after 9:30, which is very strong. So what I will do, I will just take a partial over here. So here I'll take a partial around that 37 handle, and I will just go for the last parabolic cap. If you want to hold it for much more longer, you can do it until this area. I have no problem for that. But here that should be the partial. Okay, that low of that first parabolic cap after 9:30. Still trading September future. Let me check. Yep, brother. Still trading September future. Can it trade this entry parabolic cap? Absolutely it can trade. Can it trade the breakaway gap? Absolutely it can trade. But market can't break below the consonant cosmet of that breakaway gap. Market can't do that. So my stop loss is safe just below that breakaway gap. Little below of that breakaway gap. One tick below that breakaway gap. That's all. If I get stopped out, I'm just missing the perfect setup. That's all. I'm not interested to get stopped out over here because this is the perfect setup. I just want to, do not to be get stopped out. So my mind is telling me to put the stop loss little below that 50-minute last parabolic gap low, but I will put it just one tick below this breakaway gap because it should not close below this consonant cosmet of that breakaway gap. The best opportunity is not going to trade the breakaway gap. That is the best opportunity. As I told you, if I were trading, if I pushed my button over there around that area, I would get stopped out over here. See this candle? Specifically, that candle would stop me out. Trust me, man. I would get stopped out over here because I wouldn't never put my stop loss below that candle low. My stop loss is always very tight, very tight. Just below. See the stop loss right now over there. My stop loss would be there. I would get stopped out over here. I don't care. I would take re-entry when this candle has closed, believing that market is reaching over there. Now, did I make that entry depending on 1 minute chart? Absolutely not. I'm using this 15-minute bullish parabolic gap, last parabolic gap. I'm using that bullish parabolic gap. It should reach at least until the low of this first parabolic gap from after 9:30. Now, after hitting my stop, I mean target, see this 37 handle partial, then it will reach until that area. I don't know. It will reach until that area. That is different matter. I'm not interested to look for that. After taking the partial, I'll put my stop loss to the break even. That's all. If it doesn't work, my perfect setup is going to be failed. So sometimes perfect setup can be failed, sometimes, but this one should work. It should work. My brother, it is going to fall. Let's wait. Let's wait. Price respecting 5 minutes CB. Okay, I don't see the 5-minute chart, brother. It can respect whatever it wants to, but it should give me the partial. That's all. All I care about my partial. Whatever it wants to respect, it can respect. Just I want my partial. That's all. I don't want to be stopped out over here. So market maker should not stop me out. It is trading the entry fair value gap. It's cool. There is nothing wrong. It should go higher. What if you got stopped out over here? No, I'm not going to push my button around that area again. Why? Because I have already taken loss here. That will be the second loss. No, I'm not going to push my button anymore from that specific setup. Now, I didn't push my button over here. I'm just telling you the truth, what I would do if I were trading. I would push my button for the first time here. I would get stopped out over there. Then I would re-entry. I would go for the re-entry over there. I wouldn't go for the sell. That's for sure. I wouldn't go for the resell. I mean sell. Obviously, I will go for the buy again. If I get stopped out over there one more time, I'm just not going to push my button anymore from that specific setup. Instead, I would wait to see, does it really would love to go higher or is it going to fall? Okay. Tap to the breakaway gap. I don't like this thing. The way it tap to this breakaway gap, I really didn't like it. It should not come back again to the breakaway gap. Yeah, it can come back, but I don't like it, to be honest. The stop rejection give me the FOMO of the concurrent cosmet rejection. Okay, to be honest, I really didn't like it. First time market will close above that high, I'll put my stop loss to the break even. First time market will close above that high, I will put my stop loss to the break even. Why? Because this is the liquidity now. See this buy side liquidity, this is the liquidity. So what can market do? Market can simply take that buy side liquidity, then it can fall again. I don't want to be chopped up. So I will put my stop loss to the break even before taking the partial. When it will close above that high. Obviously the body close. If it doesn't close above that high, that means the body is not going to close above that high. I'm not going to move my stop loss until it hit my target profit. But body close, I will put my stop loss to the break even. So weak, little weak, I'm not afraid. Body close is going to keep me, is making me afraid. Okay. So the guys who are waiting to write down that, brother, you were wrong, just hold a little bit, then you will get your chance. Because I will get stopped out to the break even, I hope, after taking the partial. So you will get your chance to tell me the wrong. Don't worry. Everyone will get your chance. Let me check what is 15 minute doing. What are you waiting, brother? What are you waiting for? Let's keep quiet for a little. I'm so afraid, man. I'm so afraid now. I really don't know why I pushed my button. I really don't know. Okay, let's see it works or not. Let's see. Let's see. If you don't know what you are doing, never ever push your button. Never ever push your button. When you are looking for sell, you have to know why it is falling, how far it can fall. If you don't know why you are selling, how far market can go, never ever push your button. Even if it is keep falling, don't give a shit. Just don't give a shit. You have to know why you are looking for sell, why you are looking for buy. If you don't know that, don't push the button. I know why I push my button, because I know market should go for that buy side liquidity. It came until this area, until this last variable gap. Perfect, everything is cool. Now it should reverse now for the buy side liquidity. That's why I pushed my button. Now every time I'm right, sometimes I can be wrong, but I know why I pushed my buy button instead of taking sell, because I didn't know how far it can reach. I didn't know that how far it can reach. As I didn't know that, I didn't push my sell button. Okay. Top rejection, constant encroachment rejection of that breakaway gap. Top rejection, it gives me the fear of the constant encroachment rejection. I am very afraid of this type of things. Top rejection, constant encroachment rejection. I'm absolutely afraid of that. Next time price close above this parabolic gap, my stop loss will be just below this constant encroachment, just below this one. If market can close above this two blue line again. Because if it come back again to this parallel gap, okay, I got a stupid actually. It didn't work, I took a loss. Perfect. I'm not going to push this area. No more button for me. No more pushing button for me because it should not take that low. Are you going to take sell? No, still I'm looking for buy until this low is not taken. Still I'm waiting for buy and I believe that market will keep going higher. Just not interested to push my button from this specific setup anymore. I'll wait for another setup. If it can give me another setup, I'll go for that. Otherwise, I'm not interested to push my button. If it keep falling, I'm not going to take that sell as well. Whether you're telling that you know that market is going higher, I knew why it will go higher, but when it is falling, how far it will fall, I don't know that. So I'm just not interested to push the sell button. Wait, wait, wait. Little more time. I'm on buy close of Monday today. What did you say? Again, 5 minute variable gap CP is stronger unless price closed above it. Okay, brother, I don't see 5 minute variable gap. Okay, why you keep referring me that 5 minute variable gap? I don't see them. While you can see 5 minutes that I'm seeing this 1 minute variable gap. See this 1 minute last variable gap around that area. I was watching this 1 minute last variable gap around that area, and I was believing that market is going to break that 1 minute last variable gap here around that area. Just let me mark that on. You are seeing 5 minute chart. I'm watching this 1 minute last variable gap. I got the confirmation because market has closed, worked with the upper portion of that constant encouragement. See this constant encouragement upper portion two candle. I don't think so. This is the fake breakout. So I know that eventually market is going to go through this last variable gap, and it is going for this buy side liquidity. So I don't see the yes. 92. I came late today. Did you explain the equal lows entries that you asked us to remind during the members live? Yeah, I have already told that to Ben Cruz. I've already told that. Hmm. Do we have any sell side liquidity around that area? No, I don't have any sell side liquidity. Either way, I'm just not going to push the sell button because we'll be chasing the price. I'm not interested to chase the price. That was a perfect setup, just didn't work. 'Remove this one and that one. Wait. 15 minute time frame, 12:30 candle of 12 September. What are you referring? I really don't know. Wait for 20 high for pallet because high trade fair. But actually, I didn't mark the perfect MSS. Okay, I told that it is not the perfect MSS, but except the MSS, everything was cool. Okay, that was the perfect setup for me. I was going for that market structure shift because that was a perfect market structure shift for me. But it doesn't. It is not a perfect MSS for according to our rules. If you look for the perfect MSS, no, it is not that perfect MSS. But the setup was perfect for me. If you want to wait for the perfect MSS, then I would say that that was the perfect MSS actually, that high. But unfortunately, it's too long now. You can't use this swing high for shifting of the market structure right now. You can't use this one for shifting market structure. So either way, I will just miss that trade. I mean, I will just go wait for the another market structure shift or swing high for shifting market structure if it has made another one. So I don't want to. I don't think so that it will make anything like that. It will just simply go start to go up without anything. It will just keep going higher. Daily favorable low. I like this expansion actually in Monday. Yeah, it will go higher, so I'll do it. So one win, one lose. Let's go for the last chance. That means we are able to push our button for 3 times. So I will go for another opportunity if I get. I'll just wait a little, then I'll push my button one more time. The last opportunity for me, because after that this opportunity it's gonna be 11:30. After 11:30 I'm just not interested to trade anymore. It's the lunch macro for me, so I'm not going to wait for that. I hope that it will take me. My stop loss is going to be below this candle. See this candle, just below that candle, because it should be below that candle. That's why. If it takes me, then same partial here and hold my trade for a little longer. Or maybe I'll take a partial above that high and close my trade to that low. If it takes me, obviously, if it takes me. If it doesn't take me, then I'm just missing that trade. So this is my last opportunity to go for buy. Otherwise, I'm done for the morning session. It will be 1 to 1. I'm waiting for 3 candles. So this is the next candle, second candle, and yeah, don't let me go. Don't just leave me, brother. I love the immediate reaction, so I will wait for 3 candle. One, two, the next candle, 3 candle. Within 3 candle, if it come here, I'll go for that. If it doesn't come here, I'm not interested to take buy anymore. So in the morning session, it will be 1:1. But I'm not interested to look for sell. I'm only interested to look for buy, and that buy side liquidity is my target. Okay, I'm not interested anymore for taking this buy. I just missed it. It went too far. It went too far. Without taking me, it went too far. So I'm just not interested to take that buy anymore. I just missed that trade. Just missed that trade. That's all. Why I was pushing my button? Because I saw this low fail to take that low. Still this low was failing. So I wasn't waiting for the entry favorable gap. I was trying to catch my trade from the breakaway gap. So that was the breakaway gap over there around that area. And if you look for the entry favorable gap over here, that was the entry favorable gap here. Let me check if it did. No, it also didn't give me the opportunity to take the buy from the entry favorable gap as well. So what I could do, I could actually push my button over there again. The way I pushed my button over there, remember? Just same way. I wasn't interested to take my entry from that entry favorable gap. I was interested to push my button from the breakaway gap. I saw that market has taken that liquidity, trade that area this week. Okay, 50% going higher until this low. Finally, that constant crossment, then this buy side liquidity. I just missed it. So I'm not interested to chase the price. I'll let him go. I just missed it. So around the PM session, I'll look for another opportunity to look for buy. And this is the last favorable gap that was holding the price. This time it will go through everything at least until the low of this first favorable gap. It will come here. That is my belief. I was trying to take that entry from there, but I just missed it. Most of the time it actually give me the opportunity from the breakaway gap, though it doesn't give the opportunity from entry favorable gap, but it actually give me the opportunity from the breakaway gap. I don't know why it doesn't give me that. It was overzealous, I guess. We on board, let's fly. Has started teaching markets behaving weird. Early sellers or buyers get stopped out in a seek and destroy way. No, brother, we didn't get stopped out over here. That was our perfect setup. We didn't get stopped out over here. That there we actually pulled the market. But either way, that was a buying opportunity. To be honest, but sometimes shit happens, brother. To be honest, sometimes shit happens. You have nothing to do. This type of situation when it has taken that low one more time to take the liquidity, it doesn't need to take that low. But sometimes shit happens. That was a perfect setup. Still, this setup is working until this low is not broken. So if you look ICT's 22 YT model, the real setup is going to happen like this way. Your entry is going to be there. Your stop loss is going to be below this low. See this low, below that low. Your low hanging fruit is gonna be this parallel gap. See this parallel gap or the 50% of that range. So if you just mark here to here, this is that 50%. So if around that area anything you see, that is going to be your first partial. So as I can see, this parallel gap just above this relatively equal highs, that should be the low hanging fruit according to ICT. Your entry here, stop loss below that low, that is the area. Now I'm not interested to go for that 50 handle. I'll never go for that. Instead I will get 20 handle loss, 15 handle loss. I'm okay with that. Okay, 2 loss I will take, then I will be able to catch the run until the 70-80 handle or something like that. So according to ICT, the 22 YT model is here just in front of you. Look over there if it works or not. I put my stop loss in a very tight way, but if you go with the 22 YT model, then this should be your stop loss. That is your low hanging fruit. Then maybe you will go for this relatively equal highs. See this relatively equal highs over there, that is your buy side liquidity around that area, which is your clean buy side liquidity. So until that area you are going to hold the price after taking the low hanging fruit. Where is your low hanging fruit? Above that highs in that parallel gap, which is actually the 50% of that area. So this is the 50% of that area. So that is your low hanging fruit. Okay, 19660, is it? It's possible. 19660. Where is 660? I don't know, brother. My target is this buy side liquidity. So until this area, I'm bullish. After that, I don't know. Even I don't want to hold it at that area, to be honest. Constant crossment, high of the opening gap. This two area is the most obvious area. It just give me the opportunity to take re-entry around that area. That's all. ICT also take this trade. Boom. It's logic, brother. If anyone would love to look for that sell, it was gambling because they don't know why they are looking for sell. If I don't put my stop loss in a tight way, okay, this is the tight stop loss. I always put my stop loss to the tight way. This is the real area to put the stop loss below that low. I just don't want to do that. If I put it over there, I'll never get stopped out. Look over here. Did I get stopped out ever? No. Now, where you want to put your stop loss, it's up to you, brother. That is my style of trading. It doesn't need to be your style. Okay, it doesn't need to be your style. You have to know what you are doing. You have to know why you are looking for buy, why you are not looking for sell. You can say, brother, if I push the button over there, I'll be profitable because that is a big run. In time, you will get thousands losing trade because you don't know why you are pushing the button. Why you are pushing button? Why you are thinking that market is going to fall? What is telling you that? How far it can reach? Nobody knows. But here I have the line. See this line? I know market is reaching for that buy side liquidity. So I have the line here until this area. How many handle is going to be there? 43 handle. First partial, hold your trade until at least this buy side liquidity. Put a stop loss to the break even. He took it from 1107 fair value gap, 1107 fair value gap, 1107, 1107, 1107, 1107. From this fair value gap, it didn't came to this fair value gap. I was looking for that fair value gap. It didn't came to this fair value gap, brother. Let me show you that. Did it? Oh man, it tapped over there. Low is 25. Low is okay. It tapped over there, but I was seeing this one. In my opinion, I mean, in my eyes, I have seen that it didn't tap to this fair value gap. Because if it could tap to this parallel gap, I would start to look for the entry from this order block. So it didn't give me that opportunity as well. But over here, I was using this last parallel gap. See this breakaway gap because this low is not broken. This is my way. I was waiting to see if market could tap over there. I would be in the market. You saw that my limit order was over there. I just missed it. That's all. Yep, brother. I'm in long. Was able to recover my earlier loss. Yeah, brother. There you go. That should be the partial. This is the buy side liquidity. This is going to be taken, and finally this buy side liquidity. See over there, that buy side liquidity is my target over there. Just market didn't take me, okay? To be honest, it didn't take me. What can I do? I just can't beat the market. I can't tell him anything, but I knew what it is going to happen. It just stopped me out one more time over there. Around that. That's the that's the what to say, I don't know. And today I don't have any other opportunity to take entry because it's nearly 11:30, so I'm just not interested to take any more entry. Okay, that's all. So guys, as you can see, 80% off for Apex. Okay, 150, 250, 300k, just for $50. Activation fees is gonna be $85. If anyone is interested, don't forget to use the code T2 Wizard. Take Profit Trader has 50% off and fastest payout. Code is T2 Wizard. Don't think that it is going to stop the price and it lower again. Don't think like that way. Okay, they are going to be broken. It is going reaching for this buy side liquidity. Yeah, Market doesn't need to fall. It doesn't need to go lower. It came until this last parabolic gap. Perfect. Hold it. Perfect. It should keep going higher now. If it falls now, that means it will give another opportunity to take buy again, not sell. There is no selling at all. It was respecting that last parabolic gap. See this last parabolic gap from 1 minute chart. Respect, went lower, take that liquidity. That was unexpected, to be honest. I didn't want to see it will go at below that low. It has been broken here. Use this last parabolic gap. Boom, until the low of this first parabolic gap after 9:30. Just reaction. You have to expect the reaction from that area. It will broke this one. It will give us another opportunity to look for buy like this way. See this way? It will give us another opportunity to look for buy. Did you give me the likes? What I was watching. By the way, today I started my subscriber from 89. So if I get 11 subscribers, 200. So let me actually check it. If I can have that, how many subscribers did I get? Okay, not a lot, but 8,190. 8,192. I just need 8 more subscribers to make it 8,200. Let's see if I can have some friends over here. I'm just watching this price action to see how it is going to break this fast parallel cup after 9:30. When it will break this last fast parallel cup after 9:30, it is reaching for that buy side liquidity first here, then there. These two buy side liquidity should be triggered. There you go. I got another one subscriber. Just need 7 more. Who is that guy who has subscribed to my channel right now? Can you please write down something, brother? So that I can know is that you. Oh, I guess you have to wait 5 more minutes to write down something. Wait for the buy, brother. Wait for the buy. Wait for the buy. What if I could take that buy, man? Oh, that was awesome. Welcome abroad. Hey, Jitan, you are not my new subscriber. I was just asking about the new one. Just subscribe to my channel right now. Right there. Can you imagine when ICT is in live, then some other YouTubers are also in live. Also, I got 200 viewers over here. It's awesome, man. Hey, Jitan, how are you, man? I'm good, bro. Just joined live. Welcome, brother. Wait to see the break. Wait to see the break. This is going to be broken. Market is going for this buy side liquidity. Finally, that buy side liquidity. Keep that in your mind. When market will close above this parallel gap, that is another opportunity to look for buy. I'm just not going to push my button anymore. It's already 9:24. Way near to launch hour. Time distortion. Not going to push my button anymore. See this candle? That is your buy. This is your buy. Partial is here. The low of this opening gap. That's the partial. Why you are not pushing the button? Launch hour is in front of me. It is not high probability. I'm not going to push my button. That's all. Why should be the stop loss? See this candle? Just one tick below that candle. Just one tick below that candle. T2 ICT is trading your setup today. Don't like that, brother. ICT is ICT. It's okay. Guys who actually join me later, please watch the first part of today's stream, that is about the London session. I promise you, brother, if you just trade that London session every single day, you are going to get 15 handle, at least 15 handle. 4 days out of 5, 4 days out of 5, you are going to get that 15 handle. Just think, for 15 that means 60 handle with two contract, that means $2,400 profit in a week. In a month it's gonna be near about $8,000, something like that. You are going to get that within, I mean, at least 4 days out of 5 days. You are going to get that. Previously, I hate the London session, but now these days I love the London session. So beautiful, so beautiful, so elegant, just looking like a wow. Just let me close this one because nobody is willing to take the. As I have the opportunity to push one more time, let's push one more time. Let's take a winning trade. Without explaining the price action, I will push the button. I'm not going to explain the price action. Okay. I hope nobody is going to complain. I'm subscribed to you the way you told me. Oh, okay. You are the guy. Shalif Kajes. Shalif Kajes. Shalif. Shalif. It's better for me to, I mean, pronounce your name. Shalif. Welcome, brother. Price is not below the 50-minute parallel gap. Price is above the 50-minute parallel gap. Nandakishore. Golden Zone, I guess you are late, brother. You are watching something else, or you are busy, or you are working, or you are outside of my stream. That's why you don't know how to use this parabolic gap, because we have already taken a an entry from that black line. We have already explained that black line. Everything is already done, brother. I guess you have missed it. We are already inside the launch, all right? Okay. I'm really afraid of time distortion from 11:30 to 11:50, but still I hope that I'll get an opportunity to take entry, though it's gonna be a very small entry, very small stop loss, very small target profit. But we'll go for that. I'll be in the live with my members around the FOMC. Rakesh. Numbers man. ICT just going to talk now for 2 hours about how we took a trade live and it hit target profit. It's okay. I mean, I should explain that. Okay, it's okay. Let's see, Chris G. I am also expecting the high run rest of the day until that buy set. This buy certificate will be taken. I don't know, but this will be taken. That's for sure, because this is just at the level of the consonant crossment of the opening gap. So it should be taken. Until this area, I'm not sure about that buy certificate. Okay, it can be for the Wednesday FOMC. It can be left for FOMC. Though I don't want to see that, because for FOMC I have this buy certificate. So I don't need to keep that buy side liquidity for FOMC. Uh, yeah, I'm in rush to take an entry. To be honest, I'm in rush to take an entry. electronic trading hour and regular trading hour. If you go to the regular trading hour, you'll be able to mark this gap. This is called the opening gap. Yesterday's closing, today's 9:30 open. So around 9:30, this is a gap. Whole London session is not over there. So if you would love to mark the opening gap, you have to go to the regular trading hour. If you come back again to electronic trading hour, you will see all of this price action at the midnight. For marking that opening gap, you have to come in that area. I was in our live streaming hidden and learned our setup. Now he's teaching it to his son. Don't say like that. Okay. Just a little, just a little, just a little, just a little, just a little. Take me, take me, take me, take me, take me. Don't leave me, don't leave me, don't leave me. Don't leave me. I hate you. Hmm. Minus 1.5 loss. I'm done for today. Okay. But brother, you are looking for a sell, right? From that area, you were looking for a sell. So it should be profitable because from that area, from there to there, it should be 52 handle. Is that an MSS? Yes, brother, that is an MSS. What are you looking for, by the way? Are you looking for sell? No, brother, I'm not looking for a sell. I wanted to catch it from that favorable gap to until this relatively equal lows. So that's why I actually watch it from there to there. That 14 handle. I was watching from that favorable gap, that relatively equal lows. See this relatively equal lows here around that area. This was taken. I was watching. Can I take that sell from there to there? That's why I tell that please take me, take me, take me. But he didn't take me. Just take that liquidity. That's all. I'm not willing to take sell. Yeah, I'm still looking for buy, and I'll just push my button when I'll see that. Look at this 50-minute chart. What do you see? It came until this 50-minute bearish favorable gap. See this 50-minute bearish favorable gap. tap to this 50-minute last fair value gap again, to that specific 50-minute last fair value gap. After trading this last fair value gap, can it go higher, or this 50-minute last, bearish fair value gap hold the price, send it lower? I'm not interested to look for that. I'm interested to see that market will go higher. It will give me the market structure hit over here. Why it fall? To trade this order block, lowest down close body close candle, which is my order block. So let me mark it. It came here to trade this order block. The reaction from that last bearish fair value gap send the price to give me the order block entry. So here the high to the open, this is the whole area for order block. Okay. Manu, how many entry did you take today, brother? Bullish bias today. Price doesn't want to go higher. Agree with you. Little agree with you. Bias was bullish. Absolutely, I was looking for buy. I'm not interested to look for sell. Manu, how many trade did you take today, brother? Last fair cap to that area. Entry fair cap. Bounce from the 11-10 fair value cap. Let's see, brother. Mark the chart. Can it hold it or not? Because this is the last fair value cap, this is the entry fair value cap, this is the first fair value cap. This 3 fair value cap is important. Right now, it has traded this entry fair value cap. Can it go higher and close above this fair value cap? Until it is not closing above this fair value cap, I'm not interested to push my buy button. I'm only interested to see if it can close above this fair value cap now. Then I'll go for the buy. So I don't know about number. Why you do that? 2 trades minus $200, 1 challenge account. Perfect, brother. See, just 2 trade, stop over there. Don't even try to mitigate your loss. You took 2 losses, done for the day. You take 1 winning trade, done for the day. No more trade for that specific day. You have to know when you should stop. If you don't know when you should stop, you will never be a consistent profitable trader. Though it is a different meaning, but either way, you have to know when you should stop. What about the 50-minute bearish fair value gap? That is going to be broken because your liquidity is over here. So when your liquidity is over here, that should be the reaction from that fair value gap to until this water block. This is the reaction. You should think that market is going for that buy side liquidity, as it doesn't have any kind of sell side liquidity below here. If it keep falling and you take that sell, you're chasing price. Don't ever do that. Don't ever do that. If you don't get the perfect setup for buying, don't take the buy. There is nothing wrong with that, but don't chase the price. It is falling and you take that sell, that means you are chasing the price. Because when market is falling, why it is falling, how far it can fall, do you know that? If you can mark anything that it can reach until that area, then go for that sell. Otherwise, don't go for the sell if you are not sure how far it can fall. It is falling, let him fall. Wait for every kind of buying opportunity. Perfect, it came until this last fair value gap. Let's see. Can I look for sell? Even if you want to look for a sell, you have to wait this last fair value gap is broken or not. Until it's not broken from 15-minute chart, no sell is valid. Even though I don't know after breaking this last parabolic cap how far it can reach. Maybe until the constant constant of that daily inversion parabolic cap. I'm not sure because there is no liquidity. As there is no liquidity, I'm just not interested. Breaker block time. Mm, 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 mm. Yep. If it is broke, I mean fully closed. If it is fully closed, then breaker block time. If it is not fully closed, then no breaker block. One tick open of this parabolic cap, no breaker block. But if it is 100% closed, yeah, it's time to look for breaker block. Low, high, lower, low. The highest up close body close candle is going to be my bullish breaker block. How did you notice that, by the way? That's the best decision, Yanich. Then why do we take that entry, Manu? When you know that there is no logic, then why do you take that entry around that area? I thought that I'll go for another trade. My intention was to push my button from there to until this relatively equal lows. I missed that. I was waiting for a buying opportunity. Market didn't give me any buying opportunity. I didn't take that. That was my another opportunity to take the buy from this parabolic cap. Or was that there? From that parabolic cap, I missed that buy as well because market didn't give me that opportunity to take entry around that area. So right now, market is very near. Okay, now it is the time to look for breaker block, bullish breaker block, low, high, lower low, until this low is not taken. If this low is taken, no breaker block is valid. Remember, if this low is taken, no breaker block will be valid. If this low is untaken, preserved, look for low, high, lower low. Highest up close body close candle, market will close above that one. Tap to this breaker block, boom, market will go higher. Brother, why is price falling? It's fucking well. Oh man, where is your stop loss? Pablo, where is your stop loss, man? There's not even a breaker block yet, but I'm watching this candle. Until now, I'm watching this candle. But until now, except this candle, there is no breaker block. So let's see if it can make another breaker block around that area, or is it going to use this one as a breaker block to go higher? If it can make another breaker block around that area, that means low, high, lower, low, I will just change the breaker block from there to there. Otherwise, I'll use this one as my breaker block. This highest up close body close candle, which is until now, this is my breaker block around that area. Obviously, bullish breaker block. Somebody can think that okay, so we are going to take the sell from that area. No. When it will close above this, above the high of this breaker block, then and only then this is going to be validated as a breaker block. Actually, nothing respected today. So sad. And the ghost in your head now. Liquidity at 19,248, 19,248, 19,248, 248 around there. What did you see around that area? Let me check. Is that load shedding? No, I don't see any liquidity there. If this can take that low, this is going to be my breaker block. If this can take that low, this is going to be my breaker block. If it failed to take that low, this is still my breaker block. Why my NQU2024 chart is not matched to you? I'm not talking about the cell. I don't know, brother Shahidul. Why it's not matching? I'm just using NQU2024. So that is my chart. NQU2024. I'll change my chart to NQZ after this has changed. So right now the open interest is huge in NQU, not in NQZ. Can anyone tell me what ICT is using? NQZ or NQU? What he is actually using? Now see this volume. Volume is bigger now in NQZ, but still the open interest is lower here, just 59,000, and here is 199k. So still I'm using the NQU. Both of them should be higher in NQZ comparing with NQU. Until that, I'm going to use that one. NQ today, but he mentioned he will use NQZ from tomorrow. Okay, I guess from tomorrow it will be changed. I don't know. But yeah, I will change to NQZ after seeing this thing. I already told you, okay, what I'm looking for. I mean, when I will change my chart. So if anyone is interested to use the NQZ right now, you can use it. I'm just telling you what I do. Top step did not. What do you mean by top step did not? Can you drop the link for the page here in the chart? Yeah, I can do it. I have to open this one because I don't have any other area, so I will just use this one. I have that you got it. Oh, Tamimi, you read it. Sorry, brother. I didn't notice that. Keypads is important because if you turn the beard just way on mid low and escalates, if you use the NQ1, okay, the running contract, then you have to switch it one, toggle it one, be adjust one, okay, that should be the green. Sorry, blue. But if you are using the running, not the running contract, like I'm using NQU, you are not going to get that option over there. The BADZ, you are not going to get that option even. So if you would love to use that running contract, that means NQ1, ES1, YM1, then you have to turn it one, be adjust one. Not one, actually on. That should be the blue. So you have to toggle it one, okay? Now I'm going to take the most difficult decision over here because right now it's 11:54. So my decision is gonna be the worst decision over here. I'm going to push my button from this word breaker block. I believe this breaker block give me 95% winning rate, and it is going to give me the same from here. I'm going to cover my stop loss to that inversion parabolic up over there. Going to believe this breaker block, okay? But remember, this is the lunch hour. I'm just pushing my button. That's all. Okay, if it tap to this breaker block, then I'll push my button. Buy limit. Stop loss is going to be just below this inversion parabolic gap. Here I have the inversion parabolic gap. There. Stop loss has to be below this inversion parabolic gap. This is the worst decision ever. But yeah, I'll push my button. So it is just before the launch hour. So make sure that you understand the risk over here. Okay. It should take me. Okay, there you go. Stop loss is going to be below that inversion parallel gap, one tick below that inversion parallel gap. Target profit is going to be just here. Okay, just here. I'm not going to hold it for so long. Just will close my trade when it will tap to this low of that opening gap. I'm just going to believe this breaker block because it never hurt break my heart. 95% of the time it actually doesn't break my heart. Just one tick. Now I don't have the time to stay around that area in my life. That's why I'm just taking the closing my trade over there. But otherwise I would hold it until this area. Just maybe I would take some partial to this rejection block around that area. Then I'll hold it for that area. Let's wait for the either it will break my heart or it will just give whatever I am asking him to give me. Remember, this is the lunch hour entry, and I just pushed my button because breaker block never break my heart. So if it breaks my heart now, I'll to be honest, I'll cry. It should not break my heart. So this is the mohawk. I agree with that. There is nothing wrong with that mohawk. This thing can come until this inversion parallel gap around that area. It can come until this inversion parallel gap. Okay. So here it never breaks my heart. That's why I push my button. Otherwise, I would never go for this trade just before the lunch hour. Either it will made me cry or it will made me laugh before closing my session. No, it's not safe. It will be safe to put the stop loss below this low when it will close above that high. See this high, when it will close above that high, then and only then it will be safe below that mohawk. But it has to close above that high. With one candle close, the very next candle come back again into the range. No, it will close above that high, 1 2 3 candle, then it is safe. Because in that type of situation, one candle is also valid because this is going to be my order block, which order block 95% of the time doesn't break this order block. Okay. Again, I took this entry only because of breaker block. This is my favorite model. The breaker model is the most favorite model. Okay, most of the time I trade only this breaker block, nothing else. No 22 YT model, nothing. I push my button depending on this breaker block. It 95% of the time it made me laugh. It doesn't made me cry. So that's why I push my button. Otherwise, I wouldn't go for this trade because this is just before this lunch hour. I mean lunch macro. I would wait for 11:10 to trade around the lunch time, but not before the lunch macro. Okay, so the way it take the high, I don't like it. It should close above that high. So I'm watching this high now. Can it close above that high? Because if it can close above that high, this is going to be my order block. And this order block 95% of the time doesn't break. Okay, one tick above that high, one tick, just one tick above that high. Not bad. It's not the order block yet. It's not the relatively equal highs, brother. It could be relatively equal highs if it was inside the macro time. As it is not inside the macro time, that's why it's not the relatively equal highs. For making the relatively equal highs, it has to have the swing high. So you can see there is one swing high, another one is just a candle. Just a candle, not a swing high. This candle has no value. I'm still watching this candle high. Can it close out that candle? 12 10, brother. The macro is going to close around 12:10. Then the the launch macro is actually from 11:30 to 1:30. That is the launch macro. Exact launch time, not macro. Actually, launch time is the 11:30 to 1:30. That is the launch hour. But the macro is going to close around 12:10. Still now I'm safe because look at all the bodies. See, the bodies didn't close below the min threshold of that breaker block. That is a good sign. The best sign ever. That body didn't close below the min threshold of that breaker block. That is the best sign ever. Okay. Market is just struggling to break the high of this last parallel gap. Last parallel gap high is over here. It is just struggling to break the high of this last parallel gap. That's all. When it will be broken, you will see the expansion. Boom, something like that. If the body closed below the min threshold of this breaker block, that is a bad sign. That means the 50% here, when the body will close below this 50%, that is a bad sign. So until then, I'm not worrying about my trade. If you ask me, my mind is telling me to put my stop loss above, just below that low. So I am not interested to do that. I don't want to get stopped out prematurely. Either it will hit my stop loss over here, or it will just keep going higher. That's all. Now this is a bad sign because market is going to close below the min threshold of that breaker block. That is a very bad sign. Now it's a bad sign because this candle has closed below this min threshold. Taken that low, liquidity has taken already. Trade until this inversion parabol gap. Until then, I'm okay because my stop loss is below this min threshold. I mean inversion parabol gap. I know it can reach maximum until this area. That is the last line. So my safe, I mean stop loss is safe just below this inversion parabol gap. If it don't go higher now and make any kind of bearish parabol gap over here, I'm in a big trouble. Very, very, very big trouble. Okay, until now it didn't make any kind of bearish parabol gap. That is a good sign. Okay, so let's wait. Can it close above that candle? This is the order block, lowest down close body close candle. Can it close above that candle? Then it is going to be the order block. Most 95% of the time it doesn't break. If it can close above that candle, I'll put my stop loss just below that candle. if it can close above that candle. Why you have changed the candle here to here now? Because until then it was the lowest down close body close candle. Now it has made another down close body close candle. When it will close one tick above that candle, I'm going to put my stop loss below that candle. Okay, just below that candle. Then if I get stopped out, I'll be stopped out with logic, maybe uh, trailing first stop loss or something like that. By the way, if it close above that candle, okay, so then it will be the consecutive order block. You know how to mark this order block. So let's get ready to put the stop loss below here. My stop loss is safe around that area. Okay, this is the order block now. Here is the order block. See, when I was talking about, my mind is telling me to put the stop loss below that low. If I would put my stop loss over there, I would get stopped out. Now, I do this type of things. I have a very bad habit of trailing stop loss. I do this type of bullshit things a lot of time. If you say you have a psychological problem, yeah, I have only the psychological problem about trailing my stop loss. I have that. I want to see it will make a parabolic up over there that will be unfilled. Just let me actually make it mark the parabolic up. I want to see this will be unfilled. There you go. This parabolic gap should be unfilled. My stop loss is going to be just below that mean threshold of that breaker block, at the same time mean threshold of that consecutive order block. I am so sorry for that, but I can't hold my stop loss until the low of this area because I have got this unfilled parabolic gap. I should wait for this candle to close, but I'm just not going to do that. If it fully close this parabolic gap, this specific candle close this parabolic gap, I'll move my stop loss again below this order block. If that specific candle fully closed this parabolic gap, I'll move my stop loss to the below that order block again. And if this specific candle failed to close below that inversion parabolic gap, still my stop loss should be there. Still my stop loss should be there, but I'm just going to believe that market is not going to trade the mean threshold of that breaker block one more time because this is the fake breakout. It doesn't need to come back again to break that constant crossband one more time. I'm going to believe like that. Okay? Here I have the last parabolic gap. I will expect some kind of reaction. If it doesn't give me that, then market will go higher and take that high with immediate reaction. If it doesn't give me any kind of reaction from that parabolic gap, that means one candle will just go through that because it is giving me this anti-parabolic gap reaction. See this anti-parabolic gap around that area, it is giving me the anti-parabolic gap reaction here, this reaction from there to until this area. Why it has traded that area? This is the down close body close candle, which is your order block. This is the propulsion block. Mark the propulsion block on your right. Trade that propulsion block, went higher. You should expect unfilled parabolic gap. This is that unfilled parabolic gap. I don't want to see it is going to be filled perfectly. This is the breaker block, order block, which is 95% of the time market is not going to break this breaker block, order block. Again, I just pushed my button over here just because I saw the breaker block. Otherwise, I wouldn't go for that. Even if you ask me, I didn't notice this breaker block. When Peter told me about the breaker block, yeah, I saw the breaker block. Until he told, I even didn't notice the breaker block, to be honest. And there is no shame to accept that thing, okay? No shame. I really didn't observe, see this breaker block. When Peter asks me about the breaker block, I noticed there was a breaker block. It can trade this order block, nothing wrong, but should not close this parabolic gap 100%. It should open at least one tick of this unfilled parabolic gap. If I see that, then it is going through everything. But if it perfectly close this parabolic gap, that means no unfilled parabolic gap, no breakaway gap around that area, then it is going to be consolidating, something like that. All I would love to see this parabolic gap, how it is going to be broken by one candle, or it is respecting that parabolic gap. That's all I'm now worrying about. How far it can reach? Order block. What have my brother's setup have to do with it? This is a winning trade. I just didn't get it, brother. What did you say? Man, just remember one thing. You have to know when you should stop. If you don't know when you should stop, market is going to stop you out. It is going to throw you outside of this market. Nothing can going to stop that. So you have to know when you should stop. For example, if I take three losses, four losses, maybe one losses, maybe two losses, whatever it is, if I get that, I'm going to stop over there. That's all. It has perfectly closed this parabolic gap. That means it can be chopped up. Okay, it can be choppy, very choppy price action. I would love to mark the 50% of that min threshold of that order block. If I get stopped out over here, I'll get stopped out because my stop loss in a logical level over there. So here, this is that min threshold of that consecutive order block. Body should not close below that red line. Should not close below that red line. It stop me out. I'm just done for this trade. No more trade for me. It will go higher or it will go lower. I don't care. But yeah, you guys will observe. Did it go below this order block low or not? If it failed to go, okay, it went below that low. Perfect. I didn't get my profit over there. It is falling at the launch hour. As I told, I wouldn't go for that trade. But as I went for this trade, it can be only this breaker block. Otherwise, I wouldn't go for that trade. This entry fair value gap give you the reaction until this inversion fair value gap around that area. Here, this is that inversion fair value gap. Maybe it will go higher now. I'm just not interested to wait here in this launch hour. So it actually made me cry. So I don't think so. It's a good idea to push the button out the launch hour. But I pushed my button and I got stopped out because I trailed my stop loss. Either way, this is not really a good idea to push the button out the launch hour. I pushed my button. I'm sorry for that. I take my responsibility around that area. Now I'll go back. I mean, I'm going to close my session, but I would love to see that did it work or not. Okay, so I'll keep it like that way, and then later I'll come back and I'll see if it worked or not. Because I just moved my stop loss. Was that a good decision or was that a bad decision? Just didn't cover the. I mean, move my stop loss by leaving the order block as it didn't work over there. I'll just come back again and look. See, I mean, look over here. Was that a good decision or was that a bad decision? So I'll put it over here actually instead of there. Here. That's the area. Okay. So today's price action, we have find that entry over there. Then we took a loss here, and this one is, I told you, this is the launch or macro. To be honest, you should not go for that trade. I just pushed my button because I saw this breaker block. That's why I moved my stop loss too fast and got stopped out with a small stop loss. So two times we got stopped out, one winning, in my opinion, one losing. That was the losing trade. Was bad. The differences over here is I'm just not going to stop after taking a winning trade. That's the problem. That's why you will see that two losing trade. But if you think about the one winning trade or the rules, okay, the first winning you got, you should stop trading. That's all. One winning trade, you should stop. Okay, thank you guys for being over here. I'll just keep it over there and then I'll take a screenshot. If it hit the target profit, I'll show that to the what is I mean to my Twitter. Otherwise, I believe that this word, I mean, breaker block is not going to make me cry. I moved my stop loss. It doesn't matter because I know how to take a re-entry. But that inversion parallel gap should be covered by the stop loss because market can reach at least until the inversion parallel gap over here. It reached until that area, so it can keep going higher now. Or yeah, we'll see that in my Twitter next time. Okay. Thank thank you guys for being over here. So until the next video, cheers.